catch say free no. O man fa na hongo so now ba catch him say me nkotua 5 cedis. O man ma yet hwana na hoto no o man ma okonya 5 cedis dia akwakotua akwakoye registration. Me nkunkurasa me nye sika kura nkoto bi na catch me say me nkote 5 cedis fa nkoye registration. Recruitment for sika no. Mo man nipa 500,000 ebetua sika na mo fa nipa 5,000 pe no balance na mo fa nko register sem no yati 8.4 billion akwa koto TV mo nko gi sika na ye fa nko ye sa registration na me ameti mi ni bi temesro wa me number mo ye registration we ofrem na ama o testem na ama ma anya bi mi ni 5 cd da baby so book kura mi ni bi ne menya 5 cd akwa ye registration ese muntu akoko for teachers for nurses for o mo ko fa sa 5 cd no fa nko ye sa de no this for mo ni magu ase papa. Stop on academy. We won't register. Satam no e mintim se crazy nka ya why baby anen why. Share. MPP for krom kache say free kra no krom amfa na hongono so mo kache say free no. O ma amfa na hongono so now ba kache say me nkotua 5 cedis. O man ma yet hwana na hoto no o man ma okonya 5 cedis dia akwakotua akwakoye registration. Me nkunkurasa me nye sika kura nkoto bi na kache me say me nkote 5 cedis fa nkoye registration. Recruitment for sika no. Mo man nipa 500,000 ebetua sika na mo fa nipa 5,000 pe no balance na mo fa nko register sem no yati 8.4 billion akwa koto TV mo nko gi sika na ye fa nko ye sa registration na me ameti mi ni bi temesro wa me number mo ye registration we ofrem na ama o testem na ama ma anya bi mi ni 5 cd da baby so book kura mi ni bi ne menya 5 cd akwa ye registration ese muntu akoko for teachers for nurses for o mo ko fa sa 5 cd no fa nko ye sa de no this for mo ni magu ase papa.
Yes, men's good for me.
Go farmers are what Ghana ha. Abani or to the one you want to the year. Abani or to the where system will be play. Abani wa from Musica be play. The Dame Panamaka there. Coco no bono. Coco bag Biala Abani button or button wa bochi. Oya Sika 9,800. Oya Ghana is Canada no 98 million Ghana cities. One bag. There's a 98 million cities. Ghana is a share of cocoa board in there. Or that ban Ocha the Miskamu Abasa, Sochema Basa, no Wafakul, no the cocoa farm and woman a being. Then when my bunny ought to be only the West in Italy, or no Wafa being, no one of cocoa farm and the the way it's cocoa about the Biala or the water and Koida ban on my cocoa farmer 65 million Ghana cities. 65 million Ghana cities. Instead of my 65 million Ghana citizens, I buy one cocoa farmer or 30 million. And that's extra 3,000 Ghana cities. Who 65 and one more 30 million. If you win there, a bunny doya in there. Usika MPP, a ban wafa, oh yeah, bag Biala, what 20 year, Usika 35 million. We're going to present a Gufado, Union Baumia, and the MPP, a ban, what we're going to want. Cocoa farmers are what Ghana ha. Abani or to the one you want to enter the year. Abani or to the where system will be play. Abani wa from Musica be play. The Dame Panamaka there. Cocoa no bono. Cocoa bag Biala Abani button or button wa bochi. Oya Sika 9,800. Oya Ghana is Canada no 98 million Ghana cities. One bag. There's a 98 million cities. Ghana is a share of cocoa board in there. Or that ban Ocha the Miskamu Abasa, Sochema Basa, no Wafakul, no the cocoa farm and woman a being. Then when my bunny ought to be only the West in Italy, or no Wafa being, no one of cocoa farm and the way it's cocoa about the Biala or the water and Koida ban on my cocoa farmer 65 million Ghana cities. 65 million Ghana cities. Instead of my 65 million Ghana citizens, I buy one cocoa farmer or 30 million. And that's extra 3,000 Ghana cities. Who 65 and one more 30 million. If you win there, a bunny doya in there. Usika MPP, a ban wafa, oh yeah, bag Biala, what 20 year, Usika 35 million. We're going to present a Gufado, Union Baumia, and the MPP, a ban, what we're going to want.
Say yes, men's good for me. Say First
Ah, the MAHAMA car and run men's gold car.
They are all parts. You see, all financial institutions. No pretend this for
Oh, including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them. All those.
No, are you certain about that? No, details. No.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, and men's gold for will be your one.
Oh, many people Ghana
for Ghana for what?
We say
something like this. Come on. Ebi kura no o ma penye fufu ado award o de ko be manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and that's atori enchemesi no musika ahia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahye mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mogya broso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
ba onim say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu nyina manfo sika na ka say yes men's gold for mo mireni say first
the MAHAMA car and run men's gold car.
They are all parts. You see, all financial institutions. No pretend this for
oh, including men's gold.
Yes, of course. All of them. All those.
No, are you certain about that? No, details. No.
I am telling you, they are all parts.
Men's gold.
Wherever they are listening to me now, I am speaking in my capacity as communications officer of the party. All of them are covered under this promise. They will all be paid back
in 1 year.
Nothing that they be a men's gold. I said, and men's gold for will be your one.
Oh, many people
Ghana for Ghana for what? We say
something like this.
Come on. Ebi kura no o ma penye fufu ado award o de ko be manam one pictures o ni ko twitwa ye na ma omunya adwuma ni mugidie bi o musika koto and that's atori enchemesi no musika ahia aban o wa abadaye disaster si o manfo obre ebi mu ahye mo ho akonfo ebi mu nya ho mogya broso dia nko na broso 70 mintua
ba onim say men's gold near MFI any financial institution in the right sense of the word
ni nyina ye ka no we mean it liberally o mu.
Coming up in this bulletin, Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, known as CHAS, warns senior high school across the country face a possible shutdown by close of Monday if urgent funding and food supply issues are not resolved.
Already the schools are in crisis. We cannot credit any item, any perishable to feed the students. And if this issue is not resolved by Monday, I'm afraid we may have to ask for permission to let the students go.
Also in this bulletin,
Addo, free SHS. Yura John Dramani MAHAMA. Dumso. I saw the 24-hour economy back. Oh, Brazil, light for 12 hours, cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now to me, light for 12 hours. And then we'll be a 24-hour economy. Masana danu mba besegana misamo ye probi adwuma na ya sase no obetumi ato so no di bi e ba beka ho agenda 11 what agenda 111 if you know it nya agenda 11 eye mama bedi echi Muhammadu Bawumia Addo free SHS. Yura John Dramani MAHAMA. Dumso. I saw the 24-hour economy back. Oh, Brazil, light for 12 hours, cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now to me, light for 12 hours. And then we'll be a 24-hour economy. Masana danu mba segana misamo. Ye probi adwuma na ya sase no obetumi ato so no di bi e ba beka ho agenda 11 what agenda 111 if you know it nya agenda 11 eye mama bedi echi Muhammadu Bawumia
papa ku fuado braso na ye do cashew start say e ba na 1 kilo you turn 25 cedis yo ukofia unya bidi udidi ma wo medidi nya bi tafre wonsa ma ahodwo ma won kamera kula ba tin wa ba twepia ni se kakra udidi nna so de wo frafo ma ba won se guti ebue wa kwa kashu wa wure kura wa wure kashu hede ama won se kasa na wa de ama wo nna wo kwa dia 10 cedis ade cha 8 cedis ade cha 9 cedis otim tombe wontim ma woni di peche wontim ma ni di peche Sansa, ever pack for the Yahono, Cashew, or Biamma Bia, Timber Toby, Lady, who is a better to say, well, what about the toe? Savanum never toe, or what kind of event, yes, here. Lady, I couldn't grant better than I was a Kufado, and I never told you who want to know your okay. Good for the top of one man, so I will cook for a better power yonder. Good for about a Kufado, but if you claim me, why yonder.
All right. Abusia, me mamuni na ha me mamo akwaba edeba political zone jumedi so. About 12:22 p.m. waha. Not just about 4:22. No, sorry, 4:20. Ewo Ghana. Me chiamuni na mamo akwaba deba another excellent beginning of a week. I hope say week we know they are osre nyame fokwesiada. Oko mpaye oko nyame anim dia osre no for no ode bema for some strange reason fiti endra na dwobeye amachino to be precise around 2 abesin ne minim dia atome yi me enkatenkwan bi amekodi ye I mean as my week be like my body endra de na nye easy mama na dwono kra na so adwuma nti yes, say we yari won yari wo beko unless say ya no okasa emma na yankasa na ye won kwa the tremada bodwema mojedi emafrusan ne de definitely ye beba na ya be ye adwuma e de ama osunu kokroko amanyoku no mesre mo say mo am follow me on TikTok ya me post to short videos be edited to ho mesre mo ni de mo say mo bebo modern na mo atumi how do you call it my like na major comment was say uhwebia me de beto me story so emu hu a eya mon pushi mon repost to munja comment so na intumi mo page na page no enyini na adwuma esi ani so a ye pese ye no yemfanye na ye party MPP na me ya adoma 2029 yemefa Ghana enko baby esese Ghana eko obi se di baomia ho dance Pualugu Dam to Cape Coast Harbor. I will Didi, I will advise you to first go and find out about Pualugu Dam, then find out what Baumia actually said. If it is a harbor, then you go to Elmina, you find a harbor. Why? And Elmina is just what 3 minutes or let's say 10 minutes away from Cape Coast. So I don't know. The amount of pretentious illiteracies are a war NDC and Ghana into me. Me sometimes I still try to understand, say, okay, other party, but nyansa ye nyansa, adia ye e and kase some party wa e but se me ni wa b a trace wu ni nyansa. What you say? Say ye enanka sebium prediasa ekoye se Sadana say play your Addo video. You Sadana matodi and then we will see if we can play it. You know, ye nanka yamfane say NDC for sebi baby ye be different be they assess some crown for no abrabo mu anka you okay. But unfortunately, and the politics no abba in a level where say ade no emwa me but me party nti mekata meni na makakeka dia I mean like it's crazy now so ya beto aso sister Dana and then sanum ne yammo ana obi a o pese hu menwum bia ko YouTube egu obo slim flex e begu you'll be able to why na and the yen stick away no to the politics no. Why? Okay. Now, we have been shortchanged, and I say, Yabuya frakadam. Na and there me pese me fa akwanya we so. Edida minyan kopon ase life of His Excellency Nana Danko Ekufuado. I really, really thank God for Nanado's life because Nanado has been nothing but a blessing to this country called Ghana. Say, enye politics bi keke na ye na ye pese ye de nokre ekasa. Minua ba ma wo hwe mo sa platform yi so sa bre. Ensem bibiri na omo kafa Nanado so. Omo kafa na ho de ayitwa to ne so. Ebi asa time no na ye bu afu bibi nti ne ye gidi ye. But ende kanokre ka unya me so nokre. Eniama dodo sen na NDC for position. Omo candidate a Nanado ene na banya ene ba ya abeye different. And troben no mu twade to ye so ma party ne ho ye tan a ene omo ba ye ababeye abatros akomukomu. Down there in say we can do politics. There's nothing wrong with it. Say politics, you know. The only part you would not get me kwesiapia doing politics is seeing something that can help the masses or obi pes or stop. That one I can do politics. That is when I get into my vow position. Madam Nanado ase. And there Nyankopon abet pa and toma tuntumu a omedekata na dwuma ho. Amene Ghana wofo nankasa fili bi se enye bronsam na ajejew ama wakoto aba nyansan nimu a aban na enye papa no owo ho no aban na nye o na ombako school a omudidi enkoda yiko school a omudidi tieni yipa enkoda no ko school a omudidi yesi aduane na yedemo mo no ye kraman kra ni enu nti famebra na memmeto odwan sere apontiti ema wo ba a oko free education na onko didi na wakofa sa aban papa na ba na uye Ghana ni anyame ti wo mu na nyansa ye free ni nyansa bi da wutirim aban papa na ba be ka kire wo se ontumi mfidi wo ba na aban papa no wo ba ye no enkrama ya duane na aban dada ne de ma wo ma emomudi a wo nyare a wo musua ade etumi ba no wo mutua pass de eco school ba de bi a wo hu o ma na o mo afuna atotoi sankrama ya duane nipo no John Mahama ntumi nya bi emfa ma wo bendi we SHS ye ka kire mo we anya politics o ye ka kire mo ye tena ye pages and ye ka kire mo. Said John Mahama would only have 4 years. On to me find anything significant to change your present situation. Enti ankamube to me a mama yen do songo fa akunen twahuro. Na Ghana mfa nto mampemfra. Ene galam say na ugina asodokoto aba ebu aka usim. Uti se galam say nti ena oma okoto aba ende oma ma na ebu abo. Adentia the president himself nankasa ka kire wo said ono ankasa na ban no ane big boys ene ye galam say no this is not me say this is John Mahama saying se cathedral ehu abufuo ene wugina aso a sebio mpreduasa o de koto abediti a MPP a ene cathedral no John Mahama say problem be any hu Attorney General of the whole country so say problem be any home. In the cathedral na odi hu abufu koto aba me patro won say wakoto aba egu. Aban bone no na odi niam kodwa so ayeto. Ene adwadifo say wo de ade kodwa so ayento. Na ubi sankrofo ne sa ade ntina de ade kodwa so ayento. Omo si sika ni o ma enim sika nim. But say obi monthly salary beba. President bi ni nebusuafo omusika beba no mo edinti no. Omo se ye meka nkyere wo say wo a wo ton wo brode ye ton wo kwadu a wo di kodwa so a ye nto no. Enya no kure ye to wo niam nti kan wano tum. Na dollar aba fom. Chale, ye niam bi o. Ye de the politics NDC MPP me na me ba ye manim be Kufuadu Mahame agrogros aye mine ye say no. Cause me some of the arguments na me say. Arguments ye ne Ghana for ama ye ho kwan ma NDC for a ekeka nsem bebre. Edibedi to me and ne kwan ya mama mo fa so de ye no. Mobo. Na Obetron kon a opese how to put things together no. Na nkrofo so na me nchen ya te ho ya prese yempewe me pacho meba NDC for so na me pese answer na meba NDC for so no me ka bibi kakra me man nkrofo bi publication kakra yes say from the base you Ghana a multi-political country, you know, obi a feel say obi be political party be a ho kwan so long as wo ho ne am say we. Now Ghana for me person ye tie bibi, me ma mo just a brief history be. Na me dia kamasema about this the base issue. And then I'll move on. Ebre bi atwem. Kwame Nkrumah bedi yeso as president. Regardless of the Nkrumah ye positive negative ni na no. Edu baby no ye pamo Nkrumah edifri ho. Soja by. Now one of the things are soja bind the bar Ghana. Our mutumi bedi so say we no go sit down make them cheaters every day. We no go sit down make them cheaters every day. Yen tena semomun sisi yen. The soja bind the beshe utrim no. Soja bind chira we say politicians in sisi yen ya ntisi say no mo ba said the beya will be near den embassy so. A soldier for buying a buy in nara. Me can ha authority to call you research na fabra na fabi face me. Apart from a champon, head of state a champon. One way be ku ni na will be a mobra, including Jerry John Rawlings. Tieni pa. Me say, one way be ku Ghana say yen tu aban ngu no mombra no, utie. One ye be ku say yen tu aban ngu na ta say be omo ba ai ohia ni sikani ebe ye pe no. Apart from a champon, utumi see state housing be state institutions be no and kaifoni ni na mebobra papa bia. Enu nti se obi ba beton political message amount. Na oni pa kona ba no beka kire se oye neutral ogina mfimfin a mepa acho oboa. Mentie no enye no kre. Member political history. Se wo ko parliament bia wo wiase bia now say there are independent candidates here. For the independent candidate to have a voice in order for it to make sense, he must always add his votes to one house, to one major political party. Yeah, mema crime as no, every independent, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, they are independent. They are independent with senators. But they align with one. And Untigana near would see me. I would know my Ghana politician be a big dream if you catch on say or no outsider or your third force to be or your crom for or bedada or cry or baby we are working no what say nyan send him cause enya juma. Same way, Makasa, Alan Tramantite, no home makers, same way, Tremoa, Yeninaya ko election, you would see. There is no way an NDC person will go and see Addo Forson, will go and see Julius Debra, will go and see Sabi Ketia on a ballot paper and decide to say, Okoto Obama Cheddar. It's never true. If anybody does that, the percentage of that will do that to end because Obia on the party, Obia gen ideology. That is why countries are run on ideologies. Ghana ya jone afua mo bi se sebi empenifo na wieska entifa mebra me de o de meba me wieska oba wo de wan na be yes adwuma no independent candidates ben osi ono and now third force ben osi ono obebe win main election abebe nya parliament de aye adwuma parliamentarian ben o de ko yes adwuma no adena moma ya nyene kakra kra sa MPP for Ghana for Adena mama ya nyene kakra krasa na de bia yes se ko ya nimua na mama ntumtumbi ison kronsro bi de wo munkura se sembia be fam na then we have to stop the good thing and go pay attention to nonsense. What are we doing to this country? Me say any political party biara, for you to have any impact, not only must you have the presidency, you must have also what? The parliament. Because their president in the person will be a sort of parliament. Even when you win an independent seat, you form a caucus with one, either team A or team B. You are not in isolation. Why are we doing this? You are not in isolation. You have to work with the caucus. And the politician be able to catch you say, Sebio, or no dear, or you're independent, MPP for your crown for, NDC for your crown for, or no nanya crown for, or your crown for touch your mobile and some pamono. Or your dada formula, 20 or 220 pantem, divide and conquer rule. Well, who's an animal bias or conform now, no one pest or conformity, or pen 1 year, 1 hour, general form 1 woman in that champion in anymore. Man, of crime and in real. I'm speaking with sense, not emotions. You call for me now, you're independent, Independent about for me now. Or no question to me go to here. Didn't you always have to align with the MPP? Yeah, bra A+. Owini, which caucus does he work with in parliament? It's not the NDC caucus. He's working with the NDC caucus. So why would you sit down for some lunatic to come and tell you say, or no got the third force, no more dear, your papa, now sabi MPP ni NDC di and then Mr. MPP from Fancham. I mean defend the NDC kakrawa, neighbor. A ban party NDC. And yet the Omaye ni nani no correct. But there are certain things here they've been able to do. You and I cannot deny. The Osi or no be independent or no na ejene Ghana hono. Often the record to NDC for record. NDC took care of this country from 1992. Meboa. 1992 to 2000. Eja to Ghana. E komo de ye ba eja to Ghana. Into omo track record. And then you person measure NDC. You bet to afa. Jerry John Rollins, the Oye and the Papa, the Awanya and the Papa, say Milsia, the Oye and the Papa, Mahama, the Oye and the Papa, the Awanya and the Papa. But in California, almost Ghana chain NDC MPP. What is their track record? I'm a track record here. Ghana for Miss Remo, baby, a Ghana economy. Young for Ghana, man, media grow. Messi politician be obeka to so you neutral bia wo ye krom 4 pound no oboa. Politician bia won stand. And there is no independent TNA. There is no third force that is going to be able to win an election in Ghana for the next 50 years. Forget it. No third force is coming nowhere. America, the great America. Democrat in you, Republican in you. With how many big parties we have in America that cannot even fetch 50 seats, cannot even fetch 2 seats in parliament. Mo be ya no mo di we so abeda adamo. Na about to say John MAHAMA dey ya out to fan we. Na all politicians are the same. Kura me one ma waduni anya aduma na ma abuwa bi e do ko ji iska free penny ho. We be a channel and the base. Who be saying the base nene there or say both NDC and MPP ni na nye enti yampe businessman o me rabato Ghana ye business. Nyansa no mo me money nye aduma. Ghana nye business. You cannot run a country like a business. It is not true. Obi obeka sa asem na chobia o ye beifo wo mpe wiye, wo mpo man ye. Because on mine, and how many inventory do we have? Utie. On mine, and how many pepacho ti row na car he, aka 6. Last week ye ton 7. This year munto 2 nka ho. Bob no de he na ase. Monya order. Pepacho paint na ba. Paint na papa ne say o de beba next week. It is can ya he 3 cedi en fa mepacho there be. Munya say dimi no. Eno nyamamuo. Utie. Enyamamuo. And or you good businessman. Obi or you good businessman a bit me around Ghana. How many businessmen are successful presidents? Catch me. Country ben I say, oh, country where the obeti you know your businessman or buy your chrome one in any business. And Crawford be say Ghana for about the politics I had more and they are using that to their advantage. Mama my mom kwai. And Crawford be say about real politics here. The way Ghanaians even choose for leadership, they don't understand. It is minimum way, bra way a baby, na mempa boate or so mame, papa way you say that is what we are doing with politics. There is no independent, there is no third force. You will win election in Ghana. NDC will forever be NDC, MPP will forever be MPP. What we the citizens have to worry about, then they say, no, why didn't Yama ba Emma or mine ko ye? Now yet to me, Bob baby, I want ye, no woman ye. All of a sudden, Ghana for our binds don't work no more. What are we doing? Mr. Oko America, America. We know how many political parties are America. We know how many. Some of them cannot even win in their own state. Their own state to crown to me winning. Or say bemu keke. Or be say bem or say bemu keke. E dia say wo da chianka by papa bi to me dia brel. E na no ne ye sabi ye nam ho. Oh, MPP di Alan. Oh, MPP di Alan. Oh, Alan. Oh, Alan abane di Asante vote ni di yenini kochem. Alan ni kochem. Yeni a yeni munyansa kakra ne yeche ya papa Alan tenas ne ka ten se daddy. Omo ye opien hopes na do ye no no ono. O se adwuma opeso ya ne se Director of Operations Presidency. Adentia Lord come nyeska pa into no so pesa position no. Ne de ano no. So many hopes na do ye. Now oye madam for back then. I can't call him a friend now. No, because ne niama why ye ne nkyere se oye down for. Do you understand me? Hopes na do ye so ono. Or call Jubilee House who say Lord come odidi pa no ye Director of Operations. I will Jubilee House into the no super say aban or the nebeba or this position in the bemano. If you listen to these people, they will push you and you will destroy your political career. First, so and then no man can change. Cash for the cash and job for the boys. Me boy. Cash. Now, when it mattered the most, and Crawford no mo ye a party mo fama Alan and Crawford penasem ye koyo ma to abeti ano. Yes, a party for na share you no problem. Yes, what the Alan buy about Abama mo yo yate. Alan kote no ho a Crawford na ese wo mo beto Abama Alan no. yanto aba ma Alan no. Alan ekofa GTP 10-point agenda GTP say or betom pam de Ghana. And I'm no say so far Alan Tremantina Kasa the director one hopes na doye na ubi sa say o mo manifesto o mo de buy on kind 10-point agenda no emu mi ensan kire wa on kai onim. And now you two obi mama me say Alan Tremantina dia na no so e kwan be na no so be fa so e dia bi adwuma kan ma me ye ntumi kan kire yen kai yeah, Alan, chief, Alan, chief. Yeah, then Alan, Sam, my koto aba. Abranti ebisa wonu no se ni Yehowa ebie nani. Na ne magic ya wanya no, epo na nyankopon nim na odi ogbo soro ne asase, onim de enti a wode apoto nkran. No onim de enti a wode lake 2 Kumase, no onim de enti a wode lake 2 Eastern region ne ade no. Abranti ani so onu ni nyansa ne se wenye ska ma agbo ne dam, enti woni nyame be ye pe, wo be twe apo, e de afri nkran, e de akokumase. Epo aya twe afri nkran de akokumase kura to minya vote ti Alan Kyeremante 10 GTP no. Meboa. Alan Kyeremante na 31,000, the whole country. You people don't even understand politics, so, and that is why these politicians will keep doing this to us. Politicians, somebody say, yeah, until the Ghanaian voter begins to open their eyes and their minds as to why they vote, they will be doing this to us all the time. Alan na near see MPP for now kwa MPP for be call o mbe free ati o MPP egu okoya abrantie bia wo so no oba wi ase no ensentrene no ye friend na na bedi akon wo so obetwepo e dia free nkran e dia kokuma ase wo da se ni gidi ye koto abati Alan Kyeremante onya 84,000 over 13 million people going to vote. Alan Kyeremante na 31,000. Anomabo onu ane ma mi krom olusi. Utie anomabo onu ane ma mi krom olusi. Asante mantem olusi. Inti ade akura na beba wanim ebeba wadwunum se nya beye ni aburo bi na wo pese wudi ase o kote party bi di abeje Ghana. Oko kan no ma say that is ade no. Oh yeah de ye ba ma obi a Ghana first. Me pacho sa Ghana first no so. Oh yeah MPP communicator. Me ma tools me anyway. E be ebeboa in your communication. See I say Ghana first, me boa. Na se utie omo Ghana first argument na. Omo pa chere say ye di bibia ama foreigners na de na Ghana for say ye na fa ye adwuma me say Ghana na bidu kanen ni ade right? Now the question is, what is a national first policy like in a country like Ghana? And I would always use the greatest nation in the world, America, as an example. America phone cano crenchero. Omo America na bibrin cano crenchero. But it's a juma when they were America. Tini pa. A juma sem ed in America. Yes, ubeni biya ye but a juma sem ed in America. America for a mumu yamunam for mon cano crenchero, but America yeding as compared to previously. Adintia. Yet to adia bi so mutrim say America then first. And now omure free say America is not an island and therefore it will need to connect with other nations in order to develop. But you to meet padia bi to America for trim say obiba no be pamo wo anya America for di na America for di na ebenya adwuma ye. And Trump ba ye ice for attitude America for di na anya adwuma ye. Ni bisa. Because the truth is, a Juma now no immigrants in the Bay, no American Yakata boy, one yo. See, And a Ghana first, Jimmy and Mumma for that, and a Ghana first, but there is nothing like a country first, and no country is an island. You would need somebody in order to operate. It is fact. It is natural fact. Mr. America phone can Ukraine chamber and America do my some ding. Let me give you a typical example. I live in Canada. From Niagara Falls to America is just 1 hour. 1 hour 30 minutes. No way do. 1 hour 30 minutes. No way do America. Most of American companies are Canada. Omuye Juma e produce nyama e de kwa America. Na America economy e boost. Trump started so on Canada on Mexico on one ade no. Guess what happens? Companies here work Canada ha no more American owned and most of them have to shut down. Why? Because baby in cotton. You cannot sell American product on Canadian market because of the nonsense that was going on. America first now Trump can you know. And yes, what they be paid Juma Mobile. And ultimately, bisa say, in the base, Ghana first. What would the Ghana first manifesto look like? What would the Ghana first data look like? Oh, so say there's a better Juma, you better Ghana phone in Edrum and Sunday, the Juma Mobi, I am Mobi. And then they say, yeah, dear, you better my Ghana phone in Zana, dear ABO before friend. How can that even be possible? Especially a country like Ghana, where you rely on other international bodies, friends of Ghana, and all those things in order for you to run your country. 2, where is the capacity to run a Ghana first agenda? Okay, Ghana first agenda bakunye. Hey, ye koko no yan fan komomo, ya ye koko, and then I'm casting true. All the cocoa processing companies and as cocoa processing companies here work Ghana and how many of them are even been able to feed with beans to even produce? To just feed Ghana, keke. Just to feed Ghana, let alone to transport some abroad. Charlie, you drink ni from sa. Munya is hard. Ghanaians are not that shallow. Fanny say, Ghana first. They say cocoa room for okay. What are the factories which are going to be established? So okay. So let's say me person Ghana say yeah for you cocoa okay. Into your bed. You basically factories in Ghana. How long does it take to build one factory? What is the term of each government? 4 years. After 4 years, you pay about 12, right? In that 4 year span, you know, how many of those chocolate factories are going to be built? How many of those chocolate factories or those cocoa processing factories are going to be built? Enunti, Ebetmiama Ghana, process all of its cocoa products. Now let's talk about the mechanics. Young fan say something like security. What would the Ghana First Security Manifesto look like? Are you still going to rely on your international friends and allies for intelligence? And I'm going to say, and also come and move. More than say, I'm going to say, be done than a dawadawani idea. You know. And then I'm going to say, I am tomatoes, I tomato factory there. So tomato factory, ni bet me a juma. I'm an producer. You need security. And security is not a Ghana first thing. There's nothing like Ghana first security because you live in a sub-region. And your intelligence must be related. You guys must share data in order for you to govern the sub-region. I mean, be that. Say, we are coming with a party, and the party is called Ghana First. The base. Ghana First. Now, when in the Ayam one was our deal with him. Dear Chile. Unim. One way dear Chile. The base ni na no NDC for dey be ebeto omo. Man dey ato NDC for no. Man dey ato NDC for no. Ya wa ha sei. Don. Ana NDC for ko pam nkrofo firi omo adwumam. Se omo aban na abenti ya omo kwan na se be omo meye adwuma mebo a. Me pa to do ekire na dey na ba. Omo se den, omo se omo ni den. Omo ni certificate. As though me chia Madina mini NDC as though ni. Tieni you. NDC for menantie. Eye val campaign gidi yampene wan ye. Oma bye. Afen eduru se yeden krofo kwa adwumam, yemfa krofo adwumam. Kofa wo receipt ana wo certificate bra. NDC for boys ni bi afi oma start iso. Na ye we campaign no man ka certificate ye wie ye de mo certificate da bi o. Na ne yesi ko free education na nkenya certificate ni bia wo se wo mpe na obehye tide ya propaganda no na wo dwene se John Mahama ebeba abefa we free edu krom wo se wo ne yehu se wo bo MPP for aso trop enti bra be den chief executive officer sa na ye o enne ye de sa bia na dada wo se o wo ye obi a wo nko school kura na eye de sabi de base de se wa nko school a se se a wo gira ho a wo jimi a wo di base achi. Se base ba power kran ya ka se kokoko board obetumi aye adwuma untumi nye adwuma. The base now with the actually no nyame ya adum mpo na the base ni tumi be ye bibi papa who say executives po won ka ho obeye poster boy mon ko from posters mon microphone ko CNN ni ade. That is all you will do. We base and emremo the John Mahama no mo de ye Ghana ni de ye trimu sisien ya ye afa ni ye ka tese yakofa kofi kranten no ayare Ghana ho anwan no na ya bo ma no ye de aye the base ye twen say Kennedy Japan e be ka say I'm going to lead the base group wa any just say any founder any bibia group wa afa ni ye hwe say papa bi be sesa na dwene free MPP ho na wa be fa ono na apesa wo de wa dwene wa ho odin usika ekodi nachi adan busumi be na ewu mu adan na mumma ni penny ye na yasa like Ghana for why are we doing this to our country Ghana mimi say enkosi ba bia Kofi Kranten was started to all your independence eh de mi bisa ne enye ne Edia na Kofi Kranten to me submitted to parliament say monji way as make Kofi Kranten my contribution to rule this country. Ebi ni ho. But Oma who say masses ni na we are driven by emotions. Oh Oma nya de oh we num do ma say no oh we num kai Oma ntumi anye ni ye ne ye ba ye be ni say ye ne be ni say that I don't get it. Okay, so okay Kofi Abrante, the founder is George Otibonsu. Okay, so he made a party that don't have a flag bearer or leader going into an election which has 2 years to come. Because per mo ankasa mo nsemo amoka no afi na sila amugu so e kasa so nipa na mo presume so be mu leader na beba be mu leader. Kofi Nyansen nim mo me nja ejimi no. Kofi hwe yebetumi ama yebu afu na obi proud MPP mu obi ama when didi obi block we dey fine we can have all of that. But to tell me say take a party called the Base as a stance, you see our founder Otibonsu. Who is Otibonsu? Somebody that was from MPP. Who is Otibonsu? Somebody who is a friend of Honorable Kennedy Japan. Okay, fine. So Otibonsu is now coming, and then what? They are now trying to work to see how Mr. Kennedy will say, okay, unimibi, me free MPP, nama beje. Adie na NCP no. Minjai party na NCP no ho. Emedi adie na NCP no ho. Now momoko election at 20,000 per munya. The kame papa nine. And 20th moment. Nyame mpaya na nse ma hyede mu amabo a me bo mpaya se nyame beti on peso tie ba se nyame tie mi anke be me de nke nyame mma Kennedy Japan akokuduro na one day on sorry na on kase say there was steady visibility ni bibia wa ye ready opese okoli di the base ke be me de pa ke be me dama ke be me de. Because now we can have an opponent. Uti. Now we can have an opponent. And me pacho mindi ubi atemu waha. Misreu. Kejima. Misreu. Me midi ubi atemu waha. Sa mo lie na mo de beba. Pages ya CBD sans me ni ubi atemu waha. Me say ade a what say yate party ake 2 years ye ko election. Yate party. 1 year take party ni say party ni de yate o. Na afa na ye ni obi ko kasa se o medi yanim. Hello. Until what if at the end of the day, mu pushi na papa ne say as a matter of fact say politics cra on mu be then what? No, maybe some sense you guys are smarter than since I'm very foolish. Since I'm very, very foolish, yeah, I'm very, very foolish. Mon fan say the base power, the base Ghana first, the base here to stay, the base you. Now unipa na mo se mo ne kasa so obesesa na adwene no. O decide say you know what? MPPO the base you make politics cram in person may be made na baby ahwe memba na ma hwe me businesses. What becomes of the base then? Nti se meka se nyansa ni ma fe no baby free bar na still I want to say they amoye ni nyansa ni. Na yesi woni mu wu ahwe na. Me da asiminia. Woni mu wu a na wa hwe na. Mama ye chipping ya hondodo. Otibo nsukuro ya no bedada ye beka kire ye se Samira Bawomi am ye buni dan egu mebo a wa meka na ha Samira am ye buni dan egu ena Samira am ye buni dan egu yankofa ho evidence mro enenne after the dia wa fa MPP ho edidi ni na no dia MPP de bo ano no obeyusu e de akwatia MPP. We MPP need in house the base never says Ghana. What do you need Juma? I'm sorry. I don't know what said that's a woman in Juma. I don't know what said them make you say you are not going to let the brain work. What is the base? Maybe someone say what will it be like? So now Ghana, okay, into where are the factories? Factories kakra wo hono kura no yempe power emmom kura nya adwuma kura no yem fixing ye. And you are going to let somebody come and lie to you say in 4 years now all day man is on family president no over 60 factories nya dia wo Ghana be done industrialized in 4 years. How do you believe that as a reasonable human being say somebody, because no government is giving 8 years there be. You get your 4 years. If they like you, you continue. To establish a factory, it is not a 1 month job. Feasibility studies, the land itself, and the thing that has to go into it, the raw materials. All these things don't take 4 years. It does not take 4 years. Then you come and sit here and cry again and say all politicians are bad. I don't know my sweat dance are Ghana for. You could this uncle see a kicken where you did the other way, where you yes, you did the check of our before where the about power, and then Ghana, you who you want. Ghana, you who you want. Mubama ya pe kwanya ye be pe kwan dia mobilize ya ho no muna we be ka say where the base where the UP where the hwan all because or the bonu no bia se ni team or the bonu no bia se na adwunu so opese odidi bonu na ye den and they are MPP and winning getting at your position. The part of who are we the base in no quota they are almost so because we the base in Yana. I can't say Brebedeza. Brebedeza, I can't say. I dear some base for no more than they me Ghana for Adjun and mention and TSU. NDC has an ideology that they run with. MPP has the same that they run with. You need parliamentarians, you need parliament. When the bet say the base we need presidency, we need parliamentarians, our MPP, and the NDC are the longest serving political parties in Ghana. And you think say NDC will abandon their mission and come and support you? I would say the base are like how? MPP would abandon the MPP ideology and say, Obi say Ghana first, you know, make to abana our parliament to come and make a Ghana first. Like how? Hey, Nancy Ghana did that, and in an of forms are. No, seriously. That I did not say Nana Ghana for your genetiana. Obia sorry ne me party ama me bu afu me party ama me ni and inside there me kote no yes and ye na koto abama how me party ama me contract and now we inside there me ma kote me ho hello and I made me a neutral and ne NDC aban ba yi kwesi prat no ye nya ba bi information say huh? Yenya baby information say ana. Mama yema ya dwene nya adwuma. Me say politician bi obeka kire us oye Ghana first bi awoye kromfo. There is nothing like Ghana first, especially where we come from. Because let's say you want to run a Ghana first health sector. How is it going to look like? A Ghana first agri sector. Okay, so what? Okay, so a Ghana first agri sector, we are going to grow crops in Ghana, and then what? Since it's Ghana first, we would have to make them into a finished product. Or how? Ghanaians won't need anything from the outside world. Hey, tell it, fresh. Ghana for more understanding about politics, a very dangerous. A very dangerous. And one shot development called development will never find this country called Ghana. It is all about emotions, feelings. Because, Daddy, Nana Akufo-Addo, Okofa, one district, one factory buy. We saw the backlash with the effort and monies and things that you do go move from the first instance. Second instance, NDC for buyer, Sebu, say they are not going to continue. Omama is coming and finding and kainin in Ankao. And you think it will take 6 months to build factories. So you sit here and tell me, Sami Momi, you're confused. You are an idiot. I know you want me to mention your name, but I won't give you that relevance. You are watching on YouTube. You are an idiot. You are the one who is so fucking confused that you believe that there is something called Ghana First. Ghana First. What is the case of America First? I've given you instances that it doesn't work. And America for the Juma yana. Nibisao. Yeah, the America First buy and America need be any Juma. It's like sometimes I wonder how these people behave. Anyways, more and person move follow, no move to me could follow. But se mu ko follow we, na the amo person munya no munya. Eya mama mfa Ghana fo ni na mefra, any politicians ni na mefra. Eya wo na wa ma wadwena anya adwuma na wogidi yi say, ye see a free BB the base na ono ye Ghana first. Or no Ghana first. Johnny King Williams, I will tell you to not even go there. When you talk about insults, I don't think you have the right to talk about insult if you were in that place. Or you were not here when others were being bastardized left, right, center. Get serious. Okay. Anyways, idiots like the guy I'm talking about would never have sense. So very soon I'll be blocking him off the page if he keeps talking crazy and stupid like his face is. I'm here for business and not for this type of nonsense. If you sit there and tell me, say, Obisa Wakoti party, Brabidi actually, party na Wakoti na, Unipa no pes Ubidi party anymore. A feni and then Kasa Chesu Unipa Kona June Bessa. So I do need Juma. Where Jimmy? You're not in your politics. Yeah? Me wo car. Me kuta driver. Mami. Me wo car, me kuta driver. Tio. Me say my pamo driver no. Driver obeba be drive ni dia fe na me ne kasa ahwe so be ya come de me hiska e de bi atwa me ba car ni si ho ba me ni driver. Obra na driver air driver car na dada. Some of you that the least said about you the better. Okay. Yeah, we in the no. Okay, 1 hour good. Young call into voices. They say yeah, the voices in the BD and come up. First one, I'm a person make okay. First one, I'm a person me did to I don't want this one. Canada, Ontario, ha me tie. Assembly sia e koso den a enya agrokra. Assembly na see ma many YouTube for then share, and then from there are related to Ghana. Okay. This is Canada. Wow, Toronto be a TV station and friend is CP24. Okay. A TV station called CP24. Tap on the screen and share. Let's get serious. Okay. So ocean screen is what I say. Province spends 28.9 million Canadian dollars on private jet for Premier Ford's travel. Into Ontario, ha ye wono. Ye Premier or Diano, and as I say Ontario President. Ontario ha ye Premier and now ye President or Diano. Or the private jet TB8 to coin. I mean now cover big problem. Eddie about Queen's Park. Omo kan one sem sabri ya make us say 28.9 million on private jet for Premier's travels. Now, so ushe the way ya omudin komona. Others are pushing say NSSA ni ebe spend the anen ye to be crank ye. Others are also defending it say good because or the year Juma Edema country, no, and I say Edema province, no. Picture Kagana na sa headline we be to say Nana Akufo-Addo has spent $28 million at their rented airline. Picture what the headlines would have been in all the media houses. Seriously. Anyways. Now let's relate it to Ghana. Yawahanomo and Uncle for Ebeka Chere say Papa Ibrahim Mahama. They say Niniana ba no. Ye de other gold mines fails said them man. Tibi say ye no kre enye no kre and I throw ne ye chatone so and I dien. Ene Nana Akufo-Addo na wo ye kromfo. Nana Akufo-Addo na we be wia Ghana ejapade one ne ma ene na busuafo abefa Ghana ejapade ni na eno nti atro ho book ejapade no. Se ye kose ye nkwohwe na busuam dia owo mining concession 1 acre kura ye nya bi. Kale mo di boni o. Me say asem mi nya ika o. More your time be as mumu dia bogana brona, we will pay bitterly for what we have done. I'm telling you. And now I know what I say. I dare any NDC person, including John Mahama, including the current Minerals Commission. Omunfa ekufu adubusuani a okuta any mining lease and I say okuta mining concession e Ghana sabre omunfa ne mre ye ne enwe. Nanso yetena asema obi a opese oba aban mu keke be wi ade. Oba aban mu keke abe bokro no. Eka kire ye say na ekufu adu asesa gold ni na ntina na adu di gold ni na magadu akire da kwa ye den Ibrahim ama beji gold no. So one part say ye papa nanado or the Ghana goodie ni bibia de manabusu force family and friends say omoka na de Ibrahim Mahama kura ne de nanado anye ana eno de na nkan japade book no ho ana. No, we will pay. Some kwastia vote we kura de se nyankopon ama na nhye Ghana fo na nyame onye nyame. Ese nyankopon ma Ghana fo bre ese se wo mo bre wo mu twitwa wo mo message aso wie wo mo de wo mo makosia wowa eton wo mo ho no mo de adidi cause mo nipa bone dodo Ghana fo trimu oden dodo Ghana fo mo nkai kra dodo aden akani konya mining concession pe oya galamsey ena galamsey aigbeni kokoye bidi ada bi o onye galamsey adentia aigbeni we di otu gold na se oba komini fridge a odini betu kwa me yekoyi fridge na free niyem. What are we doing? Akani na egudie ni se na sa so na yesi wonu di ontumi ntubi o. But the onya akani ni de wonu no otu gold ni bi eye because otu gold ya or the beba be to private jet e de amagana for the ambulance. And then me say I dare any NDC person I will show me was app you so ne. We need to me I will show me say. Na ekufu adu abusuani bia munim so wo concession mo fa ni dimra. Jimmy na mo Jimmy. Utie. Se ope party a akwasi ampafo awu mu do so a sebe NDC. Yemfa nyansa nyene. Yede yakoma nko a ene yede dwene. Monim de ntia. Mamenka mo asembi. Abre bi abetwam. Na aban bi pese oye free education. Policy bia won the ups and downs. So we nim nyansa nko ade a. Policy bia won the ups and downs. Aban bi say or the free education eba. Aban bi say enye possible. Onyame ya adom ema ye started say ye free education. Ye started free education. Omo ka kire say ye ni school dan a ye de be free education. Enti ni kwa say ye free education. Aban no nyansa no na Addo na ne nyansa aboro NDC fu ni na nyansa so no. Also there be MAHAMA started something called e-blocks. E-blocks, you know, what can we do to help us in our free education delivery? You know, as day schools, but you bet me done in a boarding house. Na ya trim, na enkwada na mo etumi anya biako. Na Addo yema ubia. And I would always cite this example. Osudoku agenda, e-blocks are MAHAMA see, you know. Na Addo ba ye you see dane no den boarding house and there will back Eko Sai Usudukwa, a boarding house. MAHAMA seen as E blocks. Okay? But free education in Bama ye behunu says, Sana nkwada bebre den. Sabi nkwada bebre enya school na omobeko ne sika na ebia omu ninti na omu ntumi anko. Enu ntina na do says ade first na sa obeko adisada college ube conference pima o papa ni bia just unim obi a sabi oya plug. Ekufo adu said there be. Say no school no ucha obeko. And pass on colana and new hamon colana status wo mucha. Ye channel yesterday be existing schools to say prempe opoku ware and this the one and crop for pedadano. What we can do in the setting, ye baby na ye see infrastructures for honey to me fan ko dey be. Nini na another double track no, na ye ntumi yi nini na mfiri ho. Enamo enu nti 2018-2019 as someone that NDC for no for free education no one say enkwada no kwa wo ntumi nsua de enkwada no kwa mo betena fia no mo nyem ne ade mo benyem enyem na me kan you. Yes, courage. I love hard jobs. I'm not a lazy boy, so I like hard jobs. Esi edun ketia hwe wo Ghana ni awofo anim ka kire wo say Sabio free education na ado de aba na wo bi e kobi no. Enya de papa na ebema nkoda na sei anche ene nyame ya adom ene nkoda na resource ye den ebaye nkoda na resource baye na awofo na nyansa wo mutirim no mo gine wo mada ache ho enyo o mafuta ntan no mo de nam no ehun se dabi me bayi free education wo call ye abo ano ena me no ka sei ebi adane nurse fo ebi adane teacher fo a lawyer fo a doctor fo ebi no manya scholarship kwa manone free education na no mo se anya papa na double track ni ye no ntie ni ye a free education started say ebe ya kono Ghana wo for started so mu di hu komo papa oh free education ne de ye oh free education ni mo de na do free education ni mo de and this 40 say Ghana for us say free education is good but I'm so free education cry ya na de buy. We are paying for about down for. I don't call that politics. That is wizardry. Eye beye krojen, beye fita, beye tantanye empire de papa. From 2018, 19, free education and yo, and I'm Kodana Benyam, and Kodana Besay, and Kodana Kwamu Betenefia 2 months, and I'm Kodana Tenefia 3 years, and a red, gold, green, and a blue. Why free education in yo, and yo, hey, Rade. Now, me say, will be the Obey Coast School and Uncle the Bonnet, and so end this if one man never talk gun and eat to them say, hey, your Bonnet say, I do Bible Coast School, hey, Bonnet. And then you told you good free education so. And could there resource be no ma pass it. After you hear from ma starting in your scholarships. Obi ana onhu nurse ni woni fie da and then the man back your nurse. Back your teacher. Back you say, hey, there be any free education in mode ye. And a Ghana wo for starting say omu di free education home come papa. Oh, free education na na do modi o man no aye den de na nso free education mo de abebo ayen pa oh o man no modi mo aye den na mbom brother free education say me bab nyinu no mo wo ho mentu ahwe. These were testimonies, real life testimonies. Uti, these were real life testimonies, no joke. Free education abebo after year koto about 2020 ebeka yewura 2020 mo free education and this in the buy oh aden talimonto mo boy and this in the buy say emfiti ase no na ye ya adwene say eye tro bi no mu ti say omu di agro Hey, I feel the end this for a radio so a book. Free education, yani at the buy. Ah, and this the patron the American motia say dear. Monim the American. I free education. Ah, then you want a more year advert na make I be Santana. Free education, the anyade papa, and you true. Hey, headmaster, and come me bani ba free education ni bio. Now, oh, minia free education ni mo dear. Yen to me yet because akola no mean to me no me ni baby amedene beto enti sign fa obako. Ah, hold on. Me catch us NDC a bay for party. And yet did the atemu. It is their nature. Eyomusu ni omopain. Kwesi nyama no ne ya. Eye no kure na meka. Kwesi meka no kure. Free education 419 and na be twemu. Ade ye free the ent me nya papa sister. Na me de musika yo. Aban ne bae be ye free education. Ye wa ha. And your sister, I be 16 years. Meboa. I be 16 years. Back at Ghana for the now say, oh, free education in Modi Yampa. Or no one casa the neba ako school. Na oko ye no. Yamanen to yashe. Inti, we dear. Nidin the Maze Bell dear. Or ye campaign my NDC. Nanso we dear. No creme patron yaman amekai. Maze Bell ne kai. Okay. I feel you are there. Ghana for abedi free education atuma wi ankrofo we person mo bo she Ghana for trimu say omo no mo de bae ene yes you kwan ben na mo fa so mo de bae. It has to be captured in the parliamentary hands. I didn't mo fa mayen ye ko am lace ade ne to parliament fine omo say oh there be yen de no now we were going according to the constitution. The constitution is said do it progressively. Oh sir, in the end is we progressively. Okay, move for papers na mra na yentwe. I know so me abron sam for enye didi atem. This phone call fast paper na chere say woman start free education now. Almost progressively free education. What does that cover? 365 day student. 365. Not all day student. 365 day student. Abayne say obetua 34 Ghana cedis e de amomo. Abayne ntu omu bibia o. Otua 34 Ghana cedis e de support to. Almost starting year ben. Almost starting no October 2015 according to them. Okay. So let us see the budget that was passed in Parliament. Hello. Meboa. Say Odiabane de 2015 I also launch it, there must be a budget that accompanies how you are going to implement with progressively free. Not a single budget recorded that. Now, what they rather came to tell us, and they say, oh, I buy yes so bit you, but I buy to no, yen baby to your side, Now, and you want to say, and this is for no more free education. St. Thomas Aquinas near Pamunkro for service school fees. Yes, yeah, mom tro exams in the poor mom tro because some of the school fees. Everything about education in this country, NDC ran it down. And this is some normal free education by you. Now, so now do the free education by your crepa or passing or parliament, Muntalana we uno. And the current majority leader, our Ghana right now, Omo de nanado aban koko to say, Omo ntia sense nanado de Ghana ban sika e twen school in Supreme Court in chem. We fit. Me so omo ya before. And your politics, I don't call that say, oh yeah, your politics, a MPP and this there be a bay. That is not politics. Adia na wunjindi. Na no nti ya pass e kura no de call court. Echo challenge ye no. Afa de one who say Ghana for awofo agi free education atum. Ghana for better free education atum say e yade a eboa omo nti no all of a sudden end this for na de free education by. I remember when His Excellency John Mahama on one Ombano omuko school ano ma betene fie saa we nyina ma nkwada no omo besei na enkwada no omo nyinyim na obenyim basa enti saa okay yan hwede ekwe na ese no nkete aba ena nkwada abai na de no ode nkura sekasa wode saa sekwa nkura sekasa no no ode aka no poto nkwada ni na anyanyem afe wuye we ni na awie ya wo free education ho abanu nyam nti yemfa ma na oba ade a your friend double track obe den ko enim kakra na me kumbra mani but you say me deliver there me deliver okay yemfa free education double track and start it mama first starting free because and free education it's actually my main topic today how I end this for because of what we are hearing Charles say. So let's talk about the double track. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama NDC for opposition almost one bar. One of the things here almost beye Eddie Akebo sa sebe double track near DNA omkrade omkanso mobile ya ombe de umbetwem no the policy aba ebe hihye nkoda no school komu yie na ma bibia aye den akọsọ omu ni na abekọ ne pepepe sa no omu ni na abekọ ne pepepe no ma kwan pepepe no ma be fie pepepe okay enta de. Now one of the things they were relying on is omu ba omu be see school dan bebre said the be ya double track na esubetwa mamenkans we share radio nyam say answer na MP before ye free horo na enkwada ni bebre ana ekọ gold track ni green track ni ade no schools ni bebre ejai because ni assistance infrastructures ni bebre a omuni na etumi ko at once mama yema let's make that distinction clear. Obi ba ye osi obewie ni na utie wa pass 2 budget. Am I ready for this bomb? Am I ready? Say this if I join in ejuma. Wa pass 2 budget. Or percent or end the double track. Tiho. E-blocks na or see obesi 200. E-blocks na do buy ya otumi dani be into boarding house. Efan kwada bebredi omuko free education no. Mahama passing 2 budget on passing 100 cedi deposit. Mon fan konkoye den e-blocks no de aka mo fenko wie. Or one position no or some fan number na e-blocks na aka uram ni na o me ni ye. One can daddy one won kwasi aba o. One won kwasi aba. One wo ba wo nyansa me se me de me I have an institutional memory. Me memory we the we mfra de John Mahama for bloggers di na chi de konante Asante region say eye ni e-blocks no na Akufo Addo no ba ya enye ni project so tumi si mu 38 no ono na anya de nti waja no ono John Mahama nya kwan bio no san ba e-blocks aka wura mu nyina wo be sisi ni nyina ezu eza. John Mahama read the State of the Nation's address twice. Not one line did he ever capture e-blocks. E-block not so about Obewiena Ghana for any school akono. Mahama read the State of the Nation's address mienu baku kra line baku kra ni e-block. But at your position in o su say ye ja nasem ye ja sebe ni nyuma de agugu dem. Ye de asokole mampon affordable housing ye de Jamils ene Mahama. Omanye utie ye di Jamils ne Mahama omanye Nana Kufuado, etumi be ya sokore mampon, emene, ye di otumfo picture bar, no affordable house, no, ye di abo ho di otumfo di ato ho, kama. John Mahama now was so on e-blocks, no, or the Bejai double track, no. John Mahama reading 2 states of the nation's address. We're reading 2 budgets. Atu Fox na reading 2 budgets. Not a single line captured the e-blocks. Mofame Chreme. Budget to be 2025 and not 2026. Mofamra. Away. Oh yes, Habib, I'm bleeding. When you belong to a foolish party like NDC, when somebody speak the truth, you will call it bleeding. I live in Canada. My kids are going to school in Canada. It is not my sisters and brothers. If and yet me and Mama almost it is a from Musia and coming away and family. But where Jimmy, and I buy now walk to Abama or so no Kasani project be your friend e-blocks. A cool father no just with them. Into about obey e-blocks, no. I'm a gun and Mebu no Moko double track, and to me, I die double track, and no one of Mokai, and I'm catching Bama. Mina me kwa kase mahama anu ana mo kan kire me se sa asem a me ken e ya mina me kase mahama anu ana wan fan krofo anko. Of course me say bra ye free ho no majority of the schools na free ho. What are you people talking about? Me say John Mahama ready 2 budgets so one pass say obetumi atwa sebe double track ni mu a. Why hasn't he even sent 100 CDs? Suppose say, young Fanko e-blocks, no. And you still sit here and try to defend such foolishly because they're saying, oh yeah, because I'm NDC, you know, I said no more canon. It's against NDC, so I have to come and play defense. And then write some insults there, and then say MPP phone in Jimmy, MPP never again, and I MPP there and there and there. I don't call that politics. I call that demonic infection. Like I say, we are yes, we are fi. Wabetina nipa boni mu na ode ye adwuma. That is how NDC is. Seriously. We are nipa boni. It doesn't make sense. Red. Owo opposition no. Wo say aban bi agija wo neama. Akeka wura mi to oba obeye ni na meboa. Waba we ready 2 budgets. None of it. There's not a single line a capture say e-blocks now we see obi agent where ya with the anubeye ni no koye untumi ye. But you want us to clap for you. Oh, Red, I know you are not NDC. God forbid. So obey NDC me. But a double track. What is NDC saying about it? Last time Harun addressed to 2025. For say, yeah, more chance up to 2027. No, 2026. Now 2026. Ombe started say ombe jai double track. No, they say 2026. Yeah, calling fin double track. Na that's so. Now one more share home. You be so almost say. Yema ediane ombe tumiaka ediafa double track no muntie.
Double track will take some time to go. Okay. We cannot reverse the double track today. We cannot. We will need time to reverse. A committee is in place to address that. We are using multi-approach to get that reversed.
Okay. So video no one tier. It has to be with BEC computerized placing. Any the double track. A journalist be say about the double track and they say Moshe your boss 2026 way and Kamubi the double track no juma di amai. Na ekusi saying. According to this man here, also double track no omuntu men get rid of the double track anytime. So me patro me di matem nyame na make e mo ankasa mo executive na ekasa. Double track na mo position mo ka kire Ghana fo ni na say MPP fo amamma enyem. MP before amamoma enyem enam double track into omoba omubitwem, it will be a thing of the past. Omoba abemu no omobe sere yen say yeah mom up to the end of this year. Nka omobe jai double track no. Afei omobe mayen update ya. Update ya omo mayen and say double track no enya dia omobe double track na enya dia ombetumi ayende nende ayende nechina. Inti se yemfa ne se okoto aba me patcho me wie me submission no inti se mo be twen kakra why na we will come back why me sremo a agwezi me patcho ma me wie submission no, then from there I can start picking up people. Why me srewa me foul definitely. Let me finish my submission. Inti double track na actually so the koto aba and the NDC for catch us double track no mun tumi ntwem. Nti we could see double track edi akoto aba said the ebeya woba no onko double track school and then aban na wo de utumi ko share ne nsa ne se men kan kire wo say they are promise wo say obeye no ontumi nye den ontumi nye. This is where my problem comes in. Aha, and I'm a problem no. Me NDC ni. I love my party pa. My party promises say Ankobed and the double track. Unfortunately, ontumi nye. And yes, MPP ni na akwotena se ka se ontumi and the double track wo there be. NDC ni a ono na yede sa office no ahye ne nsa. Na onim adwuma oye. Okuta data. Otumi ka se ade ye betumi agyae anase ye ntumi ngyae. Abegina bonten aka kire Ghana fo nyina se eyampa ye ka sanka double track no ye ba anka ye begyae. But ye ntumi ngyae double track no. NDC penny na account. Sa akwasiampa for 20 Ghana ne 30 Ghana data for ni ba begina we yi ase a. Aban papa ba good government in place. Good government in place. Free education afan into my pefra. Free education is good. And double track in Niho. There's no double track. Brother, Andrew Utie news. I'm Utie news. Now there minister and the for double track on what say there. But say MAHAMA can say obetinti even though onimo onim say double track no ende onim pa nanso politics inti no we be social media they say schools no there's no double track me say me NDC for sa dam we o ma sha da board make menti ase ma dwene ho say what can make a man think like this. I went to the election with Galamsey and ne onipa na me di na chikoto abama no na ono na gya me vote no ka kire me say Galamsey no age ne nsem Galamsey na ye den age ne nsem na sense kura de abetom ni say ono ankasa ne nkrofo kura ye den eye Galamsey ono president na ye na se na se na akasa no NDC ni say political party nti obeba beka say Galamsey is good say Galamsey ye MAHAMA ba Galamsey you okay how na chadi and na Galamsey ni ye no and na Ghana koko o de kwa ye say ye test ya problem abem asase ne nye and na Ghana ye nioma ye dua ni nara chemical say no enti ebra na aban bone wo ho no yantisa na yisa be chemical say ye nuane o ebra na aban bone wo no yantisa ye de ye koko adwama so me yakase ye koko no yare anase problem abamu and na aban papa ba ye ni mo no ye de ye koko kwa omo say e pollutu Ye de nu aba ne ye duane kwa abrofo no say ye nto wo mo eto free ye won say ye nto because chemicals wom. But Ghana ni say MDC nti enne na say ye de ye niam kodwa so a ye say ye nko no better eche ebra na eko ye uti the American ye. Let's dive deep. Yawaha and your papa John Mahama or ye any campaign school feeding the okan yintino.
It's me them say Sheba says you can even find my buffer stock. You bet you can my schools no man kasa uko krobia so a jomo yet on bayre ho yet on gari ho yet on.
And they were clapping. Unimbibi. Most of the secondary schools in Sikromo. Most of secondary schools in Sikrom. Okwan fancy pema o mania eso oko wurem uko bush kakra. Baby a sebe market no wo Kotokraba market baby a big market wo ene mfante pem school enye tia bachade. Let's talk about stock. Mekosena sia edwa wo ho nokre edwadifo ahe na wosena sia sabi o wo mo yeden wo mo sabi I mean how do you call omo ton bayire eton mo edwadifo ahe na wo wa sabi omo yesa adwuma no. We are talking about feeding a school population of over 2,000 3,000 children every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. They think say Abokobi market able to me provide eduane ediama Abokobi senior high school eduntian first can ko say headmaster nsa na onko Abokobi market na onko to bayira ebe feed nipa over 3,000 onko to emu ebe feed nipa over 3,000 e was our market wo na wajiedi. Sometimes who concurs in Libya, Into no toy or still are sound that this is a coji and Temansa de no wodja, a jada de no de beso will soon or no. Sabe, tomatoes are dakabaco, a wood on the pano. I just a nipa me and sad yomu dear woman some dakabaco. Don't you people read with sense, kakra? The air cost of Ghana and the Yamoma Fenya Santo kakra. And I'm with the man to know that. Me, tenase. Now, so because senior high school or service there is no way say senior high school was not to me only from Osenase market. It is a lie. And you many do why say so about Saman Kessen or Beto. Every any do why this or quapetia, where do you just walk no wakoto? But Nyansa Ghana citizens say Yentino, yet now Homa Don Mahama Baba catch say. Hey, me bo, na meba we de mu be de mebe boa headmaster for mama bokrono. Krono no anything. Ye wa ha, na multimedia for. Get abo friend saying. MFA pa se wan hwan. Oye ni program bi a one Caleb wan hwan bi koye. E de na wo koye. Eduane na government aban no boka e wo buffer stock. Ebro esichire sanyama na aban ede commerce schools no master for na say so wo de aduane no sebi edu no de man koda de twa wo ma no wo de ye business enu ti aban komo mo ebro boto enan a wo mo fa baako na mo de me ensa ma school no e pa to mo wi afi ana mo wi afi sesi a mo wi afiri na a headmaster for no bebre aduane a yese wo mo fa ntwan koda no na wo mo wia eton ewia de ye business news for na be ka kire yen o mo boa yeso ye boa aduane no kura no Headmaster net to near day, Adia, the Anana to the Mescana with the question is I want to go. What do you need? I'm saying, you send him. I don't care what nobody wants to obey to me, my will for me. But I'm telling you the truth. And this year, and of what woman is and as of one so will this come now. Let's say, what do you bro na yan and she crown, a brono. What's ye? A brona yan and she crown, metron area or tongue. A mona yan momono or tongue. Now with the live cash. Now with the 1 billion cities. And the question headmaster is Uncle Kukuren to me market, Uncle to Ikei, crayfish, Uncle to Hawaii family. What are you people talking about? And I will in America. Muntieno. Why? Say propaganda, Muntien Pato say propaganda, dear Nedroma.
Me dem say, Sheba, says you can hear from my buffer stock. You bet Jessica my schools no. No man can say, Uko Krobia so a jomo. Yet on Baira or yet on Gary or yet on a more yet on a Namo yet on Brudo.
Omo mo bon 70 na so Jimmy minimum Krobia so mbenya Brudo edi a just say ye the two free Krobi so na ye de aba. Eh and crofo we kan ni ama pandage to me o. Ebi anwanwa o. Say you describe the headmaster no dia koto brudo. Wato tea. Wato kafarimot biko nansen wa ye fe. Fetu ya hetu ya ha e de abre wo ba na ma wo be didi. Yankwe.
Enti this can be my schools na nkasa. Na omakoto sa nyoma no na omo de ama abeye aduane ama nkwada no.
Now, this is the issue. Yes, Quadano in the D. Tinu. Almost in Quadani in the D. Na Eduania Yedema ye cramine crano. Or no John Mahama demane cramino. Sebe. Ye papa. A chain de ye mano AD was secondary school. Minia Betty. Oko Krubo girls. Obe free school a baby I know I fine. Na funa sheshe and the overly gone level 200. Enche Betty A be we oko free education. Odi free education eduane na ebi. Me kai say o starting school first na obeka tell me say bibi sa na make aha bibi sa say Betty na then na away school for na mama eduane tantan di no say one the car sa I'm so much eduane o mama mo na money ade nka no say there be it's not true. Besides, I didn't ain't true. I know catch me say because say that omubedi ko say bia say jollof is either jollof ni kusuya. I thought that's all mama jollof ni chicken, but I know ni rare kakra. Say dokuno ni tina sardine. And sometimes omunya fish. Say nkwanya aduane and no catch me say but the news outside and they say aduane amudi no enya kra no so bra entisa. It's not the best, but it's not something you cannot eat. This is my younger sister, Betty. Me see and then our level 200. Uti, and then our level 200. Na yetumia kachira will say, Sebium prediasa. Yanye eduane papa amanko de nintino. Headmaster na ye de aduane ma na owi aye na fe de anya aduane na ye de kwhye ne nsa o ye de scare kwhye ne nsa but Ghanaians didn't think tieni e pa Ghana fo anwene onim de inter Ghana fo anwene we na ma Ghana fo anwene obi e de aduane ama obi wawi aduane no but ye se ye de scare kwhye sa nipa ko ne nsa mo a eno no me ba ne be didi ye. Enye sika no kra no we a nyankanto mudi sika live sika o cash e de ahye ne nsa ene yentia John Mahama na mentia Papa John what's it
Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, known as CHAS, warned senior high school across the country face a possible shutdown by close of Monday if urgent funding and food supply issues are not resolved.
Already the schools are in crisis. We cannot credit any item, any perishable to feed the students. And if this issue is not resolved by Monday, I'm afraid we may have to ask for permission to let the students go.
Tio, when your MPP ni neka, enya Dennis Miracle neka, enya Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia neka, enya Felix Apia neka. Headmasters na ye ka say ye discare bre omo de ato aduane ama wo ma na di no. And the headmasters ne said eh sikani wa ye di be feed aduane we say ye de be no aduane de feeding kwala no. Enu nti ene juade. Say government na ntumi anye bibia amfa ho a, they will have no choice but to shut down schools. SS. How can you tell me that is a buying papa? We are pay for Ghana ye simple. Tinu what buying say? A buying na no say or be breusika. Now with the akojoma kota akoko. Akoto beef ni ade de abenua anwa mo ni ade de amankoda na di na nkoda na ye prom. Omatumi asua de ye no. Aban ne say afa de enkrama ye aduane na ado de ma ye mba no. Ontumi kura mfa man enne wo ma ni. Enye beyi. How is that not beyi? Tell me how that is not beyi. Tell me how that is not witchcraft or wizardry. Obi ba wo krama ye aduane enye nti ene ye say discard be headmaster and some where did he? And the headmaster na ye say discard question and say aban ye eye duada e be say one pe hu bibi ankan school ni ye betu me nkwada no be ko fie ko se ni sky ye de ye den ye de to aduane am edi. So how can you tell me that is a better government? If it is not blind and stupid politics you are doing. What do you say? To me, turn nam no a can say we promise and nama kese ne de ankwada ne bedi ni ice cream no. To me mayen na na don krama ye duane na no de baye ba no. Fedo abaye. Mo ba 1 minute. Me pa to de America no emu da ho. Akwa este koko akuafo ni case no. Uzo ba ma koko akuafo 6,500. Afa usi to me ma omo. Koko akuafo say ene mesrewa fasana na do de dada na amaye so eno so usi to me ye. Na we end this ni na nyansa ti mu a wo ba. Aban a na enye wa ban ba ye no. Na odidi o. But ye be dada wo say ye the contaminated rice. Ye the aduane a aseye ena ema wo manedi. Enti ma wo wa ban na mra. Na wo wa ban no ommeto aduane papa mfama wo ba no no ndi na wo ba no ntumi nsua de yiye. Ende wo kosan like to abadema wa ban na ma ne baaya. Wa ban ne say ta enkrama ya aduane na ado de ma wo ba no kra no oni ska wo de be ma ne krama ya aduane nti obetu school mu. Is this the first time? NDC keeps showing us who they are. They keep showing us who they are. Ghanaians are so ungrateful and stubborn. Just NDC for children says, Rollins by or be close to schools. A history at the hall. You can search and find it. You can read and know. John MAHAMA by school for the blind and all these schools in they were shut down because Tamasco. For the first time in the history of Ghana, Tamasco has to shut down under John Dramani Mahama #1. Abai bi baye o mani mu edio nanso na ye medical school ba o na ye medical didi ba o na ye made to me come back or treasures pass. O minor say yo, Ekufuado say no, but we any mutantai, 1 year jumo, 1 month say gano, na me bani to me ko school bao. And now by papa ne buy, and I buy no wabada, and I buy no wabeto preco show ama me mana no. Was it Sabio and Krama Yedi and no crown and anado bronsamno, and Krama Yedi and Yanaba Omia bronsamno, or the man in many decrano, on to me farm out ben in Tenebra to a feeding fee. That is all they want you to do. They told you they will review free education. Ya beka tra musan krofo e be fa die ya se nu o na mama mo mu nsom wo mu nimu yo won ye bido NDC fo bibi se ya nya bido NDC fo ya mfa bibi se nkoto aba o nti ya sramo mamu nti o mo mo ba won tumi nyo ti Addo MAHAMA na meba. Let me play him. Where are you? Come, Jack, where are you? Muntie MAHAMA.
SHS no. Ye ba ye be ye ni yie.
Mate.
Sika pre SHS no. Ye ba ye be ye ni yie. Sika ye de to aduane man kwada no. Ye de be ma school mo school no. Ye mfa emma buffer stock ye de be ma mo school ankasa na enioma e wo so mo koto enu aduane man kwada no. Ombekwa koto se ne be ya enkwada no benya aduane pa edi.
A few moments later.
We have a challenge currently with feeding students in secondary schools. I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Tema. This food was imported by the outgone government.
And this is for no and I still am more yes, I'm politics now. And this is for are you people here? This is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama speaking. I didn't speak. All start you know. Or say omo ba na free education no school feeding no my ye. Omo ba no my be school feeding ye. Me pacho let's listen to him again. Mr. Remo Yanko.
Ye ba ye be ye ni yie.
Yo.
Sika ye de to aduane man kwada no. Ye de be ma school mo school no. Ye mfa emma buffer stock ye de be ma mo school ankasa na enioma e wo so mo koto enu aduane man kwada no. Ombekwa koto se ne be ya enkwada no benya aduane pa edi.
A few moments later.
We have a challenge currently with feeding students.
Onipana obeye feeding ye no. And then they will say we have a challenge feeding students. Upon Chino Castle or Betama Baned, no say and the challenge upon Chino won't mean to. Now say no, what other Chief of Staff say MPP for Becono, MPP for no motor poison bread or Momedi, you know. Me say I will phone now, Ubewu aquatin Addo MAHAMA. Addo MAHAMA ni okuja to abrokwa be ka kire say Akufo Addo ne ba omi anoma kofa poison rice. Ammonia aduane a eye poison. E no mede abre Ghana fo adi. And then Addo MAHAMA say a school for na di mu ayeden. Na mbom enidaso ba akubi wo baabi. Enidaso no wo hen a yese temaport e de na egu ho. Na Addo bayifuo no. Na Addo kronfo no. Ba omia na onimu hwe no. Ba omia na wo mo amobra no. Wo mutumi kra aduane bi frama no ne mani gu pot. Enu nti Ghana fo nkofa ne yefe nkofidi ye man wo school misi mu be wuwu nkwase wuo NDC fo mu be wuwu nkwase wuo dia mo dia ye Ghana no nyame mfam chamo mu be wuwu nkwase wuo boni aketua yo wuo na mu be wuwu nkwase wuo masan kwada da achi masan kwada future mu be wuwu nkwase wuo. I will not stop saying this. Power na mu penti. Power keke na mu penti. And na dia na Addo na sabi oto poison di begu nkoda ho no wa to poison e begu temaport ma Addo MAHAMA wo ho atiri wunti no yenkoyi na Addo poison ne ba wo mia poison na wo mo to free amano ne di begu pot wo no yenko se sanfa nkota Ghana po wo nya me be tia mo ka mu wunwie yo sa plain crash me se mo crash nwie ye. And I stand on the principle. Se boniake to you. And Nadia, you are having challenges in your feeding. Just to get votes, just for Mahama to get votes, or that the headmaster for say, hey, headmaster for teacher for Moko to Abama you. Namoto Abama as he says, can you the Beshamonsa? Mona Mube could just so could be. Namo to me at trouble the Ayamoniama. And a teacher for ne, stab your headmaster for Krom for na Yatra the Ayan to me more brano. Ya didn't say, John Mahama had the feeding money, Beshay and said only a DBA yenti, ya got to Abadema, John Mahama. And then your mobile said, John Mahama catcher say, in Kramaya Diana Nanado, Edem Mao Mano. I know John Mahama own to me Maubi. Until I never bit to your feeding fee. Okay, you want crophobia home. Where to your canny be a mom with school feeding be a no. On top draws a keke. Brazia, Emma Neba Banco SS Cran, Edding. I will phone you. That 2 school fees, ni feeding, ni be a manopono. School uniform, books be a. On top of me, in Kum. Uncle Yunkuto. Non fa a say, young friend saying, Mokwe hohe. So on say a inkuto no more about could be a young mother fra. Now man, I him. I know your friend Mokwe hohe. I know what I say, will be a pound or pound one at the sentinel, and craft on a friend is a Mokwe hohe. From Mokwe hohe keke, inkuto. Per afin plastic ibi. Per dross me and sa singlet me no. Or your bar brazier me no. The other back sorry, the other born of the whole week, and then the other back sorry. I don't know 1 day pen of it. Na man dross white tobacco, I don't know what Sunday school I know I say. I no crowd will only be to minto. I will only be to minto. I just say, yen me as na friend, brother fellas. We then come to me boy and kakra. Eja. What's what better now? You want to do into movie? So I will need choice. You have to do. Sometimes you don't have the money, but you have to go and give it to them. Free education na another buy or say, or they be go here for a cool. Na obi enya excuse say men to me and Tom eba way, men to me and to feeding, men to me and to your winter na me ba na school no. John Mahama say was nya chon come back and every to your feeding fee. What's your say, Yesu?
In secondary schools, I've asked the Chief of Staff to work with the Ghana Education Service to allocate and evacuate food that is currently held in warehouses in Teman. This food was imported by the outgone government.
Mahama no. That is John Dramani Mahama. Now let's go in. Now let's talk about Nanado and come Sebia or shed the toho. Miria made the mobile port. If reporter, ye beba kuku. Now, if me the last topic be, I know me said that I may tell last. Because me the yard be now if me be a floor. Now, who our person can be stressed up, papa crashing in be, I know I can be a trend. Me the never was to say here. But let's play with Nanado's advice or prophecy. Inti Nanado kakra. Yanko Nana, now say then.
I saw the 24-hour economy, but who Brazil light for 12 hours, cry now to me. Light for 12 hours. Now, who to me light for 12 hours? And then wait to be a 24-hour economy. My son, Addo, Babe Segana, the summer. Ye probi adwuma na ya sase no obefi ato so na odi bi e ba be ka ho agenda 111 what agenda 111 no if you know it nya agenda 11 eye mama bedi echi Mahama Duba umia
Udie ana ba umia na de na waye ba umia na obada ben ana ba umia na waye hwan ye say enya ba umia Anka agenda 111 yanda kra nso ho daye. Ono ane boss president na eka. Now obia untumi keep light on. Tell you for 12 hours. Then I 24-hour economy. Mr. Mama ye di bone. Na sa bone we nyame be punish ye ni nara. I kote kampa MPP egu. MPP engu saying dama untumi ntua workers. Dama untumi nto koko untumi nto kachiwi. Se sa na tia ha me ba kra. Why? Because one ejimi. All right. The next one. Medemo call port. Yenko ti ade bi wo. Me pacho Samobekaya NDC for na omo kaita one thing be na omoka. Aseme na omoka. Dr. Bawumia has run away from the economy. They say they also a digital man. Ana Samokai. Any can say the current dispensation in every place, no. A digitization, that is a conversation. Digitization is driving all growth. And there's a far Ghana, other countries, big countries now a developable be now. Manufacturing or industrialization output is lower than what the technology is given. And now I know what I say. There is no economy that is doing well without it being digitized. But NDC bonko so for bekachre say digitization has nothing to do with the economy. Mebwa. He has run away from the digitization agenda. Mama yan trust MBC with Peter FM. Yengo tie. Aden one was an answer almost the AI be about portal. And then containers as an KB be to 2,000 and be to 3,000, 4,000. No, actually say 3,000, I'll be to 9,000, almost say 3 times. It is a container, no do Ghana, now we in a 10,000 and obey in a 30,000. 3 times higher. AI no omode abaporto. Now, you beside NDC for us, I didn't know the AI digitization in abaporto. Almost say, oh, because my revenue. Look, just listen to that and tell me, say it's not witchcraft. It's digitization, yo, but ba umiana de buy into the name, there be Sanka John MAHAMA na digitization by idea. Oh yeah, digitization they good pa. But since say yeah, Bawumia ideas are almost to me I expand the ano and the young case digitization in here. And this for some of the digitization edge this car airport. Yeah, the trade duty among crofwetia. You di calculate container ma bogus e twa na ye me da ma me me bogus na dey we come no e say no ko Ghana take it and can be to 2,000 and so make sure so 200 and as 150 at the count e de keke cause MAHAMA so the airport thing or the airport levy ene o kwa sika ese wutua no e kosoro now oniama na anka enu nti wo kwa yi ne port no so a eno so sa na wuti anye yie. Now say unni what we call Ghana card so so kwaje Ghana visa. They say Ghana visa Canada high $370. Sa $370 no and come to me the akọ Ghana e the akọgbo obi and me to me the ewie mi bibi. Into me the eme de pa bogus na come na eme de. But and this for say digitization e the papa. Into all of a sudden digitization na say ba umi eni mu hwe na and or the abano digitization it will my economy grow. Mama yenhwe video no na kwasie bi anka se yeboa yenko
na you oppose. First of all, now AI no is it a digital platform?
Yeah.
Digital. Is it technology driven? Meboa. So I was penny kasano wa link digitalization to the economy. Oh, I was a penny. Minka, me wow, me for us. It was
Nana yaw. And yet dear. Ebusia penny say there's a link between digitalization and the economy. Mr. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, baby obia no. Nankopon enhira no. No man quantin. Yes, give time. Some time. Now, Edema, if baby at here. You see, Bawumia is running away from the economy. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is running away from the economy. But now he has run away from the economy and talking about digitalization. And then Ebusia Penny, where need the bucket for? Ebusia Penny say the economy and digitalization. Ebusia Penny say AI na abano ye technology driven. A digitalization platform no. A bit mama revenues are back am economy in akoso. Now, we refer to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
No.
Was Ebusia Penny? I mean Ebusia Penny today. Ebusia Penny. On hindsight, were you fair to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
Very fair.
You are fair. When Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was talking about digitalization, most were Ghanaian for economy. Say me no link digitalization to economy. How interesting. I feel you say digitalization and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can one seminar. Among the revenues at the ports. Hey, I never knew you said digitalization. A bit mama economy no akoso.
Next is for Kwasi Free. Let me block you. I hate idiots. You hear? How did the person is saying is linking digitization to economy, and you are still here saying, say, Bawumia ran away from the economy. Unjimi, which of them should we take? NDC is telling us, say, digitization is linked to the economy. Something Dr. Bawumia has been talking about why he made ECG and GRE. All of them started using digital platform to collect revenue. And never go full circle about because say most person model digitization at this cow port. So have you people also run away from the economy? Oh my ben fan kwasi yankoni baby wate. Obu ebi na nche wonwe. Ban this idiot. Kwasi free me page to say Jimmy me sa kwasi ampa I'm not going to tolerate that here. E den Jimmy no. Dr. Bawumia yes say yen digitize the economy. Yemfa digitization ye do. Amutu we dwane free economy. And then MAHAMA Ababeka said digitization ya the papa. And then more say digitization, no more the ade report na masika bo men economy ne grow through digitization. Now we are talking about like the same thing. I will see he ran away from the digitization. So how did he run away? You know, so Dr. Bawumia there or talking about the digitization or running from the economy. But NDC can digitization they are not running away from the economy. Jimmy Beno. No. Sa service empreko birani free. Seriously. Sa more lifestyle free. Digitization in you yate. We're done free digitization who we're done you see you yate. And then the old babem also be the same thing about Bawumia and there. Oh, the end you are raking in revenue. Bawumia the end there, na you good. But it's the same thing. And you be. Anyways, honorable to us.
Amen. If you are putting would take good seeing the crapper no. Say how you digitalize my grassing Bawumia. Hey, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Baby, I will be a Michelle. I think the chicken we are told has come home to roost. She said, we can conclude the debate about the link between digitalization and the economy. Because Ebusia Penny, the Ebusia Penny, or Casa will be a cabin. What do you have 2 minutes there? And you're going. Doc, but oh, now, let allow the man, no name. The M11 is the ministry's refusal to give full disclosure. I think in the interest of transparency, say what contracted on behalf of the state. A company said on one year revenues and cost. Na say a corner no me say details of the contract in Fabra. I don't think say it is.
I face my own echo. Moka say me be breaky sa AI story no ha somewhere last week. Say the AI and ebe GJ a duty our port. And I'm say I am there because ebe ha bogus no ebe meow month I am there because it's not ha bogus yomuti or maya every minute be a glass a glass and kwa a buy bus name ebe kutia a buy or the electric buses by ebema transportation aye for or to abetia no tia bruche a buy be the ambulance by or say an ambulance ni be dintien to abentiano into me whatever bogus are getting right now I am the papa me come and kwanka port no cry on cost 10 times can be brief false business ningu the be me the papa kaport no cost or the car kwa no ma GS or net did away the mortgage. Now this for na fat their mom or girlfriends. Next time I buy be ban or then she be buy a boa with diaspora now. Ube somu ye na with the bua man. Ube somu ye na with the bua a free ni boo. Eddie man.
The ministry's refusal.
Because Shadio Marco Formo company. Till Marco Formo company. Most woman and MJJ get to our port. No problem. Sadia, and I anymore can say. Can Ufuriata, and a DNT SML, Meboa. Must say SML. He has questions to answer about SML. The Amamo catcher, and then Mosuma Kofe Biaba. Yebisa say the same question I mubisa about SML. No. More answer about Sa Republic AI Media Bay. Must there be more the information behind to ya. You get MPP abe pass the right information bill, but NDC say they are not going to release the details of the contract to even Parliament. Or representatives now, what to obey in his own representative Parliament, NDC for say money who contract no crowd here. But on your crown for they have nothing to hide. But MPP for no more the another bonting, the Yakoko court, Yenya BB and fine, Yembo ya crown for. The same as I didn't answer Nimum and Yansen Nimso Mamed da. They are obey Norenda. The obey be a book, no be a kind bino, or a crown fool. Now, dear, or the book no cote, never. The other book no cote, now, or the table as I say. Now, we be on his own mount, so my own channel. He has nothing to hide, or no more initially this year. But the other brother will say, Chimuno, or when Yama baby this year, or the Niama see, but or the channel. Hey, and I didn't mean I chamber my car. I chamber my medase, and what you car about medase, when I'm in sure. Let it make sense. The person making sense say, and this if we say, deal now, Oma Koya na and the Omade charging crop for our port honor. Oma my ye who the echo so. But they have nothing to hide. But the unknown the papers in every grab on things will be answering no more your crop for he has something to hide. More than one this idea. Honorable uncle.
To give full disclosure. I think in the interest of transparency, say what contracted on behalf of the state. A company said on 1 year revenues and cost. Na say a corner no me busa say details of the contract in Fabra. I don't think say it's a year. Many ministry ni kwa and come kai ya me so enu ni munsom. The reason why they are asking is say Oma to say the company no will be paid 15 to 20% on the basis of the amount of revenue they are able to raise for the state.
Oh, okay.
Only pay what the name you buy 10,000. I say 20,000. Now the revenue now all can cost. Is that machine not doing so in order for them to get their 15?
15%. MPP there we have the man who Honorable Adumakon, I think that's his name, or a very smart and intelligent guy. Because the outcome is very, very simple. Just pull it back a little bit. Honorable,
basis of the amount of revenue they are able to raise for the state. Only pay what the name you buy 10,000. I say 20,000. Now the revenue now all can cost. Is that machine not doing so in order for them to get their 15 to 20%?
Because one mama be signing 15 to 20%, said the Amedijama will be a minimum 15 to 20% here. Maybe come more na majemo. Yes, we are away in this MPP. We are science, common sense. We are only way in this MPP. Yamfa non toncha. Yamfa say in a classroom. We are learning as students. Abayano akofa AI fobi di aba. Yetua AI for no bidi akon. Yetua AI for no 15 to 20%. See how 15 to 20% on the money they collect. Intime kwesi apia metie se minimum se meje 50,000 cedis. Na 50,000 no me dey wo mu 20% ya meje 100,000 said ye be ya menya more anayesa. And until na dey a container na utua 6 cedi na ne utua then 15 cedi no. NDC cannot be a better alternative. You can do your politics. MPP aseme ya can for party omo ye too no omo yes fine. But you cannot bring NDC if you want proper governance. You can't bring it in. Now let's talk about this other video. Video no about Yekuafu ya. MPP no nan saying Semasha your conversation no has been centered around Engineer Jake. Change the name engineer from your name. You are an idiot. If you are no more buying fuel at 23 Ghana cedis, MPP didn't leave the fuel at 23 Ghana cedis. Ntefa kwasi efiri ho. Na kwasi ampafo bi te se mu se ni mama ene Ghana air backslide no. Because of party ntino mu school na amukọ ya muko sua nyansa ese sanka ni ama ekọ wrong a mutumi ba be ka kire yen na nka ye tumi sesa no. Most political party nti your brains don't work. Mu degree ni mu certificate amukọ ji ye ni na yen kwasi a paper ni kura mu because you are not even using that principle to work. Jimmy, that is not politics. You are not here to distract anybody. You are not here making any cogent thing. Did MPP leave the fuel at 23 cities when they were leaving? Me patro NDC for mobile bear na fuel 23 cities. As at this time, in today's age, why your politics are your propaganda, you are the government of the day, and you are still using your campaign or tricks now. Who use na and you are in power and you are still using the same lingo, and you think you are doing politics. And some now with the year campaign when yes is adia brabe ye na pamo sebi MPP for call no sa format no oda so use the same format ne Mama Kasane yanko cashew is one of the crops nesika wumu pa. I remember me cry me yes I venture ni bi me need some lady bi I was bonus side ho yes cashew ana ye turn 25 cedi no and cashew ni 8 cedi when ya ne kesia 10 cedi cashew samo kai did that NDC for ede cashew ye obono ho a samo be kai Mokaya Rikeji, me madam for Rikeji. MAHAMA so ba obeye tree crop board ni ye na saa no say cashew no sabe ye beton it said ye to cocoa na say emo no ye beton it said ye to cocoa say sogum no ye beton it said ye to cocoa na. This is what they told us. And ne cashew ana unya 25 cedi ne ye and ne all turn for 8 cedi. Uni ma rehu semewu. NDC communicator na wakodi 20 cedi dia to data ne say eye no kre cashew ni ye turn 8 cedi ba ye papa chain time and ye turn 25 cedi no intiti ase na ban papa ba. Cashew no aban bone na onima membu aban tantan Akufo Addo busue aban ayempe abai ba omianum aban ne nye o ma fairly oto cashew 25 cedis at the mount. John Mahama say oba cashew 25 cedi enye good I say amount more. Neboa say amount more. Now onipa na o say obema o cashew scam on buy o say 25 cedi na na the mount for cashew no kra no onya amount obema 8 cedi for the cashew but eye 8 cedi there wa ma obi. Na NDC ni agye di utie NDC ni agye di say ampa say ma ban ma obi 8 cedi a emfaso o so che MPP aban be ma obi 25 cedi. Arahusem ne say the same NDC ni no say with the 25 cedi to her now with the 8 cedi to her now ka chen say won choose ba ko a obekwa ko choose 25 cedi no NDC ni o they are also na ban abeti cashew so at the court 8 cedi inti ya ban papa no so with the 8 cedi any 25 cedi to her obey den obefa 25 cedi. Mama kasa
kilo ya tono 25 cedis 25 cedis yo ukofia uye bidi udidi ma umedidi nye bitafre wonsa ma ahodwo ma wo kamera kula ba chi ni wa betwe pia ni se kakra udidi nna so de ufrafo ma ba wonsa guti ebue wa kwa kahwe wa wue kura wa wue kahwe hedi ama wonsa kasa na wade ama nna wo kwa dia 10 cedis ade cha 8 cedis ade cha 9 cedis otuntombe wontima wuni di peke wontima yeni di peke sansa e papa Akufo Addo ya hono me kahwe obiemu ma bia timbe tobi na yede ehunu sasa bane beto se gwa bare ne to se hwanum ne beto ogwo ka ba se bente ase na yede ekuru nkura na bede na nam hwase Akufo Addo wane ne beto agure hingu wono ne ogya hokwe Akufo Addo ne to agure gu wono ma sa bele Akufo Addo bare kwa wa yende Akufo Addo bare fi kura mi wa yende
yo enti NDC for na amode still amosha ase amudidi atem no monkoso ni atem ya ma me say mo be promotion mo say cashew mo ba mo be ye ni e de amom Akufo Addo aban tantan no wo ho no o se no mutumi ye den o mutumi ton cashew no enya muska enya bididi e de bi hwe ye ma e ma ye nkraman kura enya bidi ende wa ban ba ye no ma me ne say 8 cedi no kura no mo to cashew no so benfesika mbe yan ya be bembeto mo fan chebe ma me ne say benfesika mbeto abembeto omuntua sa na opa kire o se ade na mo se mate so no so kura no se beto abentua aha bembetua bono for mo fan chebe ka sa na mi ni mo kaba I'm trying tio aban na o se obeye ni ye no ba ye na price na o ton sabe omo ton ayi ma no wate so anka onfa nso hwa utie anka onfa nye den enso hwa dia obeton wo ho no so 8 cedi no so onfa sika ma wa aban ne se oniska o de be ma wo se aban papa ba wo ye bayifo o mpa de pa. Now finally video we a bit graphic men said am bonini na me person come the background for Friday because Friday na ye woto but me pese tie na mo a mo pese mo be ma submission mo tie dia ekoso. Papa we koku apai one asantefo ne akamfo anya edi atemu a enya atem didie ketwa. Na the reasons are ojina so edi akamfo atem no. Ena me pese information kakra magada me use na yede ekele bibi efri ho. Wa winning papa we bi aso handle bi no video we ya ekura me monfa and send na mame. Now I would love to have a one-on-one with him. Mon kan chen sa brand TV so person na ye debate one-on-one. On me kan chen emwa NDC di aboa santeman. Na me so me meka emwa MPP di aboa santeman. Na ye compare. Na ye hu se ono pani toto no no yo dwan. Anase na nado na ye dwan. E your time. These are tribal bigots. Time with no reason. It's what they operate with. MPP
for this info because me sure say do one cry e kiti na wo so what him for
woman be by and all can say NDC for abedada wo mo adwadifo ama ne omonses form ono na etinija ho ono na etinidwom and unim de ehye ne fa and all complaining. And this means say only the right say obe complaining wo no anadwuma oye no ho inti yansuma mpanifo akwase ampafo bi te say abrante ya ne tigondoin papa yi ogina we ontumi kura mie nani na wakasa watetia petechina no complaining ensama okani na fact ba kokura ni Jimmy nko. Now I now understand why some Ashanti people like paint than interchange because of idiots like this who live in Ashanti region. Akwasi ampafo say ye di omo ho abefra sentiment and na sentiment gradually ye dan laughing stock because of the bonyono na ekasa. No person kokoye constituency chairman bi amana anye ntino ene MPP nye party papa. Osi ye adwuma ma MPP ye ba ye ne ya ma ne hwe ntino na MPP nye papa nti obewra ne MPP down. Obi akoton na de ma ho speech dia hano. Wako find a picture bisia ebi di natem mama yentie
because me sure say do one cry e kiti na wo
okay ono ten cry into opa kire say KJT afo a mo wo KJT a se bi um preduasa mon sem fata se mo be complaining uti KJT a emnya bra bia na obo ni KJT a wo mo eten cry na ebo bra asante for mo di amakoye asante for yen to aba no ma de we ne ye ka kire mo se one ye ton ade won kran ye ho won fa so chen mo KJT afo modern tuma bom yem ne na na do di me nwonwo mo nkoto aba no ma de ende NDC fo amode ma ba koma mo de ende omo ka kire mo abet mi chia ma de ekoso osi onu won ji ndi se oba we ohwe oba ne ho ne niam odi gina wona ofiri kumase ofiri KJT a enyen kran ma baby eko asantini o oten kran ti o say ohwe ye maami a obe complaining about the adwadifo komu wo asante mantem no niama yento na omoniama mo kofesi wa yento no all complaining a onka na no ntum because on sem fata adwadifo eseso mutumi complaining ye adwadifo e won kran se wunni kran na we adwadini na o business nko yi a wuntumi nkasa ka wano tum akwasi ampafo we ne kosa light to abamajo MAHAMA papa penny onyini ye kuro benya be 60 okonanim ni mpanim fie konanim wa mobra o wa mobra but politics into a bit na ho di adwadini ba wo no koba be hwe ne mma se wo ye dwan training no wakodi ne ho abijan ena anye yi ama na waba sebe Ghana na obeton ade enye hwe mikodi me ho abijan na maba na mesi mindi me ho bio na me de me sika be ye me business ya eno nti se me kodi me ho ni nti na aban enhye me business ya na mese papa we di minim ne handle anke be me de pa ami ankasa me sheda ko ni inbox me na akasa we hia no one on one muntie ne kwasi asem okeka eni
kegetia e wonu mu hie a ye dada mu si ebisi ama mu ema
ayari o cheno mo hia no ontumi mie na ni nkasa o ha no mu hie ya na dada se ya no oyo kegetia hye ye de na si ye me pacho kegetia hye ye na de na si ye mon kan kire yen yes oh Adamu ni na ma ye yi KJT ahye enye nnede no enye nnede na America o se KJT ahye okay meba okay the amimi nimne say in 2003 meboa sorry 2023 March 2023 March na eja ebeto KJT na I remember the intervention Ghana by a year in help of this. Now, what they are not on China, yeah, politicians echo ho both in cash, in other sources. That time, Nana Yakoye primaries, you know, and until MPP for Honorable Kennedy or command the donation, but we command donation or more blocks or more cement near there, or something see or stores in the back. That is what the government did. They are edema or okay. Yawaha and MPP for if you are BM and NDC for Babem. Edum Ejakoto ho me patcho mo kai dia muntaka de ko ho. Ode emo ne ko ho. Nanso bodamfo papa dwan we ya begina ho se 2023 eja hye na aban anye hwe amaka GTF. When you can actually Google and find out. Okay, can't quite say be na me and I don't wanna.
Yes, sir. MPP for this category and then once again get here.
Mumbisa ne sekejetia MPP for sika be na omoje say omode kusi sekejetia. Me patcho MPP for some be kaya sa time no parliament kra na enye adwuma. Enti papa kwasi ampani we ya wogina wa wo kan kwasi asem because of time bi abehye ni mu no. Mumbisa ne say sika be na MPP for kwaje say omode be ye kejetia market ya wo mu adi. Oni bi. But all kind of sad yet you be atem keke de ato. Muntie no.
Blue gate, blue light. And then pampas one once you get him a chip.
Where Jimmy, because blue gate and they are no can ya a was gate gate 4, gate 3 and gate 4 said them boy. I send there.
Was a moment Jimmy. Mumu na sabi mu ye MPP for na sabi mu ya account for no sabi mu ni kwache na mu se they were mama mamu and na masa before account for e mu be ye moto yin.
What it? Papa we there be oyare. I don't think I should even continue this video. Papa no na dwene nye adwuma. O se John Mahama memwo ni mo na ma santeman eyiye me pa cho ye the hospital say ma pomudin ja Mahama. Emu de no wie no Ashanti region. Papa we is he aware? Is this man aware? Now, or talking about road, I don't want to go through because I will get angry. A bit throw me off. I've been able to control my heart for some time, so let me take him off. But let me say this. Or talking about roads, yes, you was Santimemo. Or say Mahama na aba na ama Santifo enye nyonyam. Nyonyam ne say you could painti interchanges. Until you see interchange ne di unimu nyansa. The other enkola no ko school no mo ko sua drawing na omutumi be use o mo de omo draw ye na say nipa na nyehwe. The auto paint the ko painting hunu mo wa yi bi. The ono mo say Yem why you MPP mu Jimmy. Apomuden na buying NDC at the capitation at the to Asante region. But I know you're buying papa. I know you're buying papa. Let's do this and then wow, person or question. Now this is the time I will start picking people. To season. If I were EJ. But just if I were no me too.
All right, that's okay.
If I were no me too, I. Why if I be no me too? If I were no me too. All right. Minemo will share this simple information in the Ashanti region in terms of roads. So, how many kilometers of road did John Mahama 2013 to 2016 Otumiye wa Ashanti region? Akwan Dodo was saying kilometers saying, and John Mahama was able to do in the Ashanti region. Mama, you're reading it together. Based on reports comparing road construction in the Ashanti region, approximately 503.44 kilometers of road were constructed under the administration of former President John Mahama, which spans the period covering 2013 to 2016. Or 500 kilometers. 500 kilometers. Maybe I can welcome. You guys can request now. Right? Those who want to talk, you can request now. Okay? Any? All right. Comparison. The figure was cited in comparison to 1,515 kilometers reported have been constructed in the region by the subsequent administration 2017 to 2022. Okay. So now, so we end this near was antimemua. Ebana akwanya kilometers dodoa or yema asantimai na asanti ni kumasin kwa asanti ni na maybe akomeba. I'll pick you up. Asante ni na dia ye ma yo Asante region ni na no 500. Now yanko ha. Yanhwe ahaso. How many roads are His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo it me constructed here? Me call my joy online in Ashanti region and here. About 2,079 kilometers of roads in the Ashanti region have been completed under the current administration. In Ashanti region, Abayibi Mao 500 kilometers of road. In the same Ashanti region, Abayibi Mao over 2,000 kilometers of road. Me patrol me no nka ye kasa nye politics and time ye ya. Anka hwan na abo Asante for. Twene ho. Anyways, me this year. Some years so I'll bring him back on Friday. Friday so I'll bring him back on Friday for us to discuss this. But in the meantime, Mama Memfa Aif Kakra. Pacho woto 4 minutes. Maminti dia o kawai. Obe on mute hona ode
That's Mr. Felix.
Yes.
It's funny now. Jack is a comma. You're paying for me as a for Nanado in the Baumia. When you say, Inshallah, 2028, Yambe, and Ghanaians will go and reward Nanado, Baumia, and Nikofo for the good work they started for Ghana. But you see, I've see, I'm going who need the day. I'm going who any the day. Him party. Say I pass up like I say, oh, I didn't do pina 18 muno. I'm for you. You see, corner posture. That case of going today. Yeah, because it is only intelligent people. I'm a Abraham Bowen. One of them at the PPA or NPP. what is wrong with Ghanaians? Mahama and me Buddha. So what they did now, who are and then who say Omunta, dear, who will be 12. And someone will be the movie. No will be that. And me break. And I have to. Be at me, dear, I'm not from back up to school. 5 minutes to school. I said, me feeding Golam. Now, only baby, I have a swear they had in a buy. Say, me and neighbor, with a mountain, a grand mount or a damn fountain, me the damn fire blame. Now, the friends face who overseen them. What to say, I don't see come and much so Ogodija.
I said, Chrono, no. Chrono, no, Pesobo.
And the headmaster who saw a crown for and the regiment so. Because it's not to Mr. Maris, but up with your mind.
I don't know why they do that. Come on, the phone.
Listen, that means I'm ungrateful. And if I can do more about I can see it into a certain now. Thank God, teacher, sing up us and that day, and you will total. It can you go
and then you will to Friday.
Mr. May, once I meet Jane from my lip basting telling. And it's our quad of good so I'll be on the noon and needs a socodia. What's not that coming you to some and the share? You the opposite what's not done? What and this is what Damusama. You should be the video.
Aye.
Yeah, we're not the convoy of Master. It can mean Sanko, Pia put in the NPP, Dianco, Oracle 40, Asante 40. It could be a NPP, it can go put a community NPP mother. Yeah, I'm not there to say, I saw almost say, oh, near the park, or say, or the government, yeah, I could the shoe.
No, correct.
It is that me, beside for say, I didn't have a clue. Yes, who near fear, I couldn't shoe. Who could have to say? Who could tell why not to say? Who could tell Command say, I yet now to call there's no hot saying. Not the son like I said, we share. It's the last time. For who call our area. Here, who could share about contact shoe.
Me da se pa to season afi na me hu afi na mate to na se Friday momra ne service anything so o say go fi 4 minutes me anko
yo me da se bebre
me da se pa
eduma fa wo ya boa NPP na for Mandiana said you wo kan no na wo facts and figures e wo ho now the BBA to come for get to come
Mate.
Now there was a 1 year say NPP yo my Ghana ye chair no Omra Mayenta. Omra Mayenta. Omra Bosonkin district. There was 10 school a Luchum Sima ye.
Okay.
Tell my brother to assume you Omra NPP Nisi.
Yo.
Omra Contase guess, school kaka, ECO. Say your boy, Omra Bequai, government hospital, no moment, hospital NPP Abansi. Omra Sevilla, no moment hospital, NPP Abansi.
Okay.
Omra no moment hospital, NPP Abansi. Omumra offense no moment university NPP abansi ye. Ye betini abuboso bebre. Edi adi na NDC betini aka so mdo munti esi omobo se omba Ashanti region beja agbe wo. Omumra affordable houses no moment dan esisi o. Omampani Kufuor Shasi, Kufuor Dubai, Ubewie. Aden in Nipayam Penocre. Ambulances in Bukana, Omoje. And Wahana in you. And then walk of a pradia. And the Diabasa Yam Fan Coma, Nessie Becum Gracie. NPP are binding machines by say district Bia will be on Femino Quine. A quine of Pradianico Faso and Nene, Nabede Wafaso. Machine is on. Yeah. Femino Quine. Other than this, if we young Contumpo or my gun and why, yeah, Timu, young was and this if we young Contumpo for NPP for Miss Remo. Mama young candy NPP upon ye, young child, my Ghana. Ye near dance ye. Adianya aso yari o enye ni yari adian ukwesi
esi ohun
when you afraid betimi do south so mamu inside
me gu bedi akoya
mesremo mama ye modewro niema pa NPP aban ba ye obeye ye wura kufo beja free insurance wo Ghana maye obeja buses maye. And now Kufuor do be free senior high school free my year. One side the school fee being become NDC mekan the Omo ye MIT. Mesremu Mama NDC phone 2 foot 2 million. Now could not catch them say 31 million. Yes, sir. Now 25 million dollars one.
Yeah.
Ema mi awu de sie ya kura no ko kasa asem we chere no obesori abo waso.
Yeah.
Unko to cash with 25 cedis. No abe ka chere me say you turn 8 cedis na 8 cedis ne sombo.
I change 25 cedis. Atibida.
Now say any pakron ya the bicycle ne Benz si o say yi ba kwa be fa.
E den na be fa.
Aden ni pampe no kura Ghana yem pe no kura. The Obebwa yen
yes.
Yepen for near 2 foot idea, see and Frank Kuntum Quajiamu. Now it's via 2 minute crammedia, me can be me pibia. Me braku yika. Can you create a vet? No, you 200 and something. Now, no, quite 500 and something million.
Oh, yes. Oh, your partner, they say they are saying you. Partner, they are saying, they say, oh, okay, be our person, or the copper, they forget to chronicle to be Ghana house. They say, cast Papa or Ghana. Oh, yeah. Mimi say, me plan, I don't know. Before the kid to be a mayor, and come de beba, before the kid to be south, a Ford Focus, so say, baby, bra, a unique, just to even from a hackra, Konokrano is around 5,500. And son, I may bag Ghana no. I say me no more than $12,000. $12,000. Car phones are mean coming $12,000 for what? Intensi wa mesi ensi wa me wana se me ready se me de baby bibiwa. I mean like me send the road na me de aye for delivery because em pasu in Ghana, a7 and Addo ne no ala no madawrumenti ye hye cars wo kama Toyota VW ni ade wo. Oh yeah. This almost hye no wo kama. Mo hye no wo kama.
NDC for N kan okranchira o my Ghana maguna ye ba yesremo. Mama ye hu se o man no. Ye wo amamu ene ye wo amamu. Ye wo de odi bibi bama so o man ni nyina so. And you will be people so good.
All right.
NPP for young Cambo.
Okay.
Me and Candy NPP, Isaac. Need your mobile or betting your side to us.
I now a part of your penny for no woman and I'm radio stations now. And an another nomen am I lose ye, and an another nomen am I lose ye, and it's almost Umunyai. Now Onipano, Odi on no record na airco for election. It is also a Drakas Onipan and they say no call election at the end of the Yansana Yamu Binumaya no mun said in India. Or the telephone, Mame.
Wanabua Oyamfa Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Sa pepe. Embra.
Because Papa no ye obrasefo. Pekasa.
Enya ni papa say.
Je wo ni tirimu asa o man ni betumpo. No man ni bekoni ni. Adwini ni nim di nyame di atom.
Yeah.
Yen ton ni nkyere o man Ghana. No man Ghana ni wiase nyina so nyini ntum.
Yeah.
Na 2028 inshallah. Se Nyankopon ti asi. Obeba be yo mampani.
But that's daddy. Yanko 4 minutes.
Meba Marcos ba ya mpese mitie na sa.
Okay, and mama. Aye.
Meba kwesi mi busa me be mama amadi na wo hu. Mi wia eja Marcos kasewia na me wo so na eja afa.
Okay.
Kwesi wini em no e free Japan ba no nko ba ko na ni Africa kra. Na ye ko girls o Black Caesar akoyi rapia enye e man ntwema no. After one was starting saying a Japadi or they promise girls. And when you're back, one the black girl. Now, when more than call them now, or starting gave me, Mamma, when you saw so, make up back on, sir, a jetano, made the Bemau, may you say now, we get the Yiman. Now, when we be
Yanko.
Oh, yeah, and again, I can't so, what can say what do get on the Bemau? Because you didn't dear, okay.
What's it?
Or you were folk talk. Mama, the nickname say you're President Folk Talk.
Folk Talk.
Because he wanted to get the presidency. Or power banning Tino. As a sort of promise will be Yara. Me say, I can't so back at them Colana said me discover Mamma pocket money. He is actually a folk
talk
president.
Or your folk talk. Obutu so ana or promise. Obutu so ana or promise. I feel and who be we are.
They were white enough to record him.
Yeah.
It's one to me because of folk talk.
You have to fulfill it.
He is a folk talk president. And some I've loved your submission today. Don't follow the tweets. With evidence. Nipa war paso or so no or see when you're 2 billion on fire day.
Education.
What I to be was saying, Mamma Musika, someone fire winner in any case, you know. Who say school no the population is over 2,000. Yeah. I won't mean call Makola Domes or Cotonia man because and so would Tony
wholesale, yes. Bo.
I am wholesaling and only a discount. Because you are one of Tamasco and now can once a month. Or no, finally, Ganasco will cost you.
Oh, Ganasco on. Not for the end.
Ghana secondary school will coach you Lodina. 6-4 and will depend. What's up?
MP no be Fuseni Aba Fuseni aye
that be one with this one small young babe I make tete a former a vice president mate.
Oh okay
some secretary some qualifier or secretary to qualify other or Malbina or two and Quasia some quan and no more school more a man some Quasia some just say no mama dear Mr. Kwasi, I've told you and I'll continue telling you this man can never do anything good. In any case, a young pity the ministers, you know, someone like Haruna,
okay.
They are a bunch of folk talks on Kwan. They bring vice and practice versa. Woman, you nada. Tell me, I'm saying you.
I can't you know no say dey e adwuma omo ye no ntino bo no ho adwuma mo ye no ntino ono be ye a Greek minister obeboa enne ye talk as you HCD as opposed to 25 cedi or say ye
what they call it, party led by a top
president. Simple.
So Obeka Bibia Mamoya, Nani Wasem, shows away on for who someone who can set here a good for 1 year, yes, what they family
and friends.
A Japadia, who would they Bushabu?
Aye.
What they wire me into Mumia
1 year for.
This man is always polishing his stupidness. The crown was some I say a gadget yakro for. What's what pick I don't know where this man is taking all this wealth to. Because some planes are more to it. You can't even run it. And just see, birds of the same feather. And in the brother, also what then you will speak how much obey them, obey airport.
Aye.
Obey you on my point.
Private airport.
Oh, you idiot.
And that
one contesting. And come on. They are like pigs. They go back to their families. And somewhere they go picking. But see, and the politics are the now, to those people, some papa be now put there, you say, oh, you don't condemn me, people. And me say, Kennedy Japan, don't second in any with or without him, MPP will still go. What so you popular say Alakash?
Yeah,
Kennedy Japan is never popular than Alakash.
Yeah, Alan was very popular.
Me say upon that, when you are saying 1% per
when you
relax. Let's go back on who could be more Yadama Wajeko. A disgruntled element. Oh, when you a concert, Jimmy, I don't want to be any part. And you're kind, and you're so far away. Then I just go between the base.
All right. Martin. All right, real Max, 4 minutes. Me uncle.
Yes, that was. I'm sure I'll be in that check. Why I never do my power. Now, that's Mama Lucy and the Busia folk go graphic front page. Some politics is there soon because the Linguasia Akapapano. It was an amount for Bisasa and a dear Naka or Samba, you know, who's a month for Bisasa 2020, and a dear Naka Jubilee's own Kanya Famreno. Son of Gokazana for Bisasa. Yes. I feel with the Anaka or I don't know what's the sometimes no one winning answer or Lucy or the man. This is it, yeah. What could you answer? My man is here. Ain't maybe a bit this way, dear. I'm going to test majority, dear. Born of a woman. Then when we feel what? It is a first year, second year money. Before, sir, 4 years, best one, you better pay more, you better buy a bear to say a dear. No one you do, what you want your cry. When you do, what is our aviation also? One from Magdan, and the aviation also.
Okay, I'm on Magdan, I buy a private lounge or Kama. I'm a Jeffrey himself.
Oh, my Jeffrey himself. Oh, now, Abia say it's about time. Asante Region say communication or matter. Because I am in Mama so Timmy Trauma MPP for and this is for I put to go as at when he said, I can't impression this. MPP can actually mass anti-free. I be you mention you. And it's not about time, sir. Every week, be communication, every constituency, senior regional number. Every constituency press conference, actually, the IO, constituency be your footprint of constituency be. And the executive move on. And the extra media for. When it's a good constituency, God, on your region, don't take it up that responsibility. Now, every week, be our press conference back home. And French to a year as Santa for and I was Santa Bem. Just supposed to a dear and is why I'm not go down there for. What are the parties on as well? Since I have a trauma because NDC here, the whole world come from the propaganda, you know. Almost sound NDC for about the Suicide propaganda. Yes. And this is for the team here propaganda. Eddie, he said, whatever means. A team here, Professor Moss, I call heaven. I go 2 years to Christo. I got Yakupon Sanifa. That is easy for you. Over to me, Professor Moss got Yakupon and Sanifa. but Jimmy, I say, I didn't want to create him. I didn't want to create him.
Otongo.
Wouldn't so Nyansa one room is everyone says he are in your Megua. And you know, the only Nyansa one room is I probably got to Yakupon Zanifano, none of God goes on that social. Meanwhile, I have your CSC radio. Well, that is something I don't make it normal. I just unconform with you. Mr. Propaganda, Mr. Can't draw with the propaganda man. Almost about this about this year. And communication, dear. I be saying, and this is MPP, Sakaya last Peswakra. I was saying your cotton, you invested in your communication. Because you say your problem because almost so you can tell who can one more price of the view. I can tell I am. I don't get it. That's your problem, no. Yeah, you are now, Madame Busama. Just answer your Timmy more with the wood. And if you're a Jago, and if you're Jago, your Timmy more with the Timmy Tom. Now, I'll be also can take you. I'll be behind you. I don't want, I know what they say. Yeah, I can't tell you, man. Hey, you can't Jago. Why should that be the case? Mentia. And you're getting breaking and performing your delegates. Delegates, you don't have any woman. When we are party officers, they should go down there and work. And you say, but no party officer, they go from we are delegates. No more this guy, no more go to our mind. I am misplaced priorities. I may one in just here.
All right.
Oh, what is Uncle for? I'm from a Lucy way. Some Uncle for them, so I come over and so we did. I will be the base.
Aye.
Oh, I'm going to go with it and we free. Me say, almost check the continue.
Pacho omo.
See for me, I can't say yeah. Omo check the continue. Papa, when you can't do what for sale for Omo therapy or GDD or therapy or mango to Abasa. Yeah, party for Yessica, I see there's no tomorrow. Some Grofona, not for Yessica. Where are they? I don't know. Your women don't can't get this all. Now, you know, the idea when the family. You say, no, I'm saying another Busian Champa, family tree, Mama, there's a family plantation. Family plantation or the mobile. Would you say, woman free north for 4 hours? No one say, your friends say, in the family of friends, inquire 48.
Yo.
I don't know who I know. I could find the one here, and one your friends, a Gabby Grant account. And one has not even here to a your friends over there.
Aye.
Me see where the crop for Savannah, they go to home, the 48. I don't know who or more government.
All right.
Now, as for your friends say, my your friends say, again, your friends say,
yeah.
I am
Mutari. I am Mutari.
And say, Nakonta, Neba, almost so uncountable. And so we are not talking about these things. And I want to, I don't get it.
Mate. Obin Kabi. Ordinary one yanko 4 minutes.
Mamma can't get to agree in
a quick why.
This is what the woman go for a good platform, so I will program. Curriculum was a more good program. Almost or more, one cancer more to Mr. MPP for your mama.
That's it.
Mobile program, so I'm more broken or mamma.
Okay. That's it. Mr. Medas, a paracovi. All right, I don't know, Yanko.
For me, be a shame or we are doing a program issue anyway.
Yeah, that also.
My fat free, baby, me, and I'm for Mr. Joe, you can say tree, me fat free. Felix.
Yes, sir.
Besides, when we say, MPP, a land commissioner.
There be me name in the side here.
Number 2, you were Utibunsu. I say, you were Dr. Mahmoud Baumi, who made Iron Togo.
Aye.
Now, and you know what MPP is MPP in Shoko and 170 number. And you were Dr. Mahmoud Baumi. The chairman will be say MPP could not a political party. I a political power. MPP Lands Commission.
Thank you.
You can't say some MPP headquarters. So you can't say some main sites. Someone can go on. Can you accept it? Miss MPP could not on any Lands Commission. Any of the things as some. You will to Bonsu. So what time you are Dr. Lanji Mamutu Baumia? What time? A hotel. I say we can't. Miss what time? What time? Issue that would need Yamami Samira, any in the bush and tell me. And you between who any Yamami Samira in the bush and for. And yet Dr. Mamutu Baumia. Any MPP. You are Dr. Mamutu Baumia or power. You will feel or not be. Take it from me. We see you are Dr. Mamutu Baumia. If you want more power here. You will feel what you be. Said me, any friendly or a choke about you will be fear when you bush any.
Debbie.
You can't say we shall some young fellow because you bush any. It's a what time you are Dr. Mamutu Baumia. Any MPP now got set and radio TV to say MPP insurance. I won't say be known that this is a hotel woman. A hotel woman. Uchinato, so they got to cool against MPP. Who could be both to swap what I'm so. No, you're popular. Say, more would you call the Nina? So, Kona also watching the base. I don't know who the also would be. I don't know who the so, anyway, I don't know. So, I'm looking at the boat. So, do we get who's the anyway? So, I was what's now the Chico. Who's the anyway? And I'm the shuffle. Or let us say, oh, Jake, the base, your teacher, so, also the anyway. So, concerning the company, also the anyway. It was a corner one, so that's your black bear. So, the anyway. This time around, no, they cut it. We what platforms will be also your MPP. They said, Dr. Mamutu Baumia, come 2028 in victory. No man born of a woman can change it.
Amen.
You see, no man born of a woman can change it.
Amen.
Victory now, you are Dr. Mamutu Baumia. Opinion 2028. We see one is a window Sabako Dr. Mamutu Baumia. Victory 2028. No, I gave it to me. I won't sell it.
Okay.
Would you say mark my words? We see what they say because of that election, it is sealed. No one can change it.
All right.
Well, so yeah, don't say, but see, I gave it to me. I won't sell it. Because and Toronto, I don't so. What can say about Papa? So, and I'm all consent, you know. I want you know. When you say some more can. Yeah, be so one, yes, you are not. Can you be one? Now, bring me out first, my member.
Now we for one see mammy why not next person in here. Okay. About that saying.
A teacher will be in class here. Yes, will be people teachers. You woman panic for by not in there. Or much sad yet. You can see a woman could tell you I'm one. It's been for problem. No one panic for the problem. It's not and what I'm quite cool here. No more teacher for most of my day. No coach could not go see any. Sahar will get your mind in a diploma. We must be one diploma here. Yes, someone won't come with him. No one could get and not the top. It's a net set it of 40 million could take degrees. If you don't get masters, if you someone you want to be now, I make a show name. For someone to money and people, I want someone to money. And people, we start here on Saturday. Before a good one, let's say 1,185. A good one will shoot you and then 3,400.
Yo.
We are teaching now what talk. That's a net down one for Unyale. That's what I can tell you. Say, you don't know money, Mamma. Papa, what was ya? I was so bad. And automatic push you, push you. Papa, I say, you know. A good for the free tickets for the see the free tickets go on back or to interest. And then go to your mama. Don't fuck up. Woman is stuck so good to the true crack. Well, what's not to the door? Story my baby, was saying. What teacher you was still my year, what's one will be a walk. Anybody shot me if I may. What sound was your civil yet? I got what you were to the money, mamma. And then you don't mind any answer. And almost like oh, my for you 20 years. Almost some of them said to a man, no reverse to a man. No fools coming left and right. Because kind of what my papa is kind of work. No fools coming now.
But that's it. All right. Semakus. Me that's the plan. Semakus about to fire call.
Felix, Imbri, Mamma, and Addo, what you might know. Felix, tell the movie count.
Yama. Okay.
Yeah. It's here. Ghana full from MPP full from NDC financial from. Na Mancasa Summer from NT. Felix, I made this is here. My chat to today. Every Friday, Mancasa Maya press conference to alert Ghanaians what is happening. Because in summer, Orisi Ghana, so yes, a serious party. DPI, Yebin summer karma. But fellas, to tell you that I am prepared. I have prepared almost about 7 papers.
Okay.
Now, I will just quickly go through before I. Clerical hypocrisy, a danger to Christian faith in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
That is one. Broken trust, broken promises, and a collective duty to protect the soul of our democracy. It is ready. I have here sole sourcing, public loss, and the shrinking trust of our nation. I have another one on the weaknesses of the new post-BC school placement system and the cost of arbitrary arrest to the state of Ghana. I have also prepared when justice is feared, democracy bleeds. And then my latest one, I have to spend nights writing when a tricycle becomes the last hope of a nation. In fact, I'm telling you all of these things to tell you that MPP any problem or a leadership. Our major problem is leadership. My fellas, in some of our say MPP, MPP, but I don't know why you're the name. Anka yenya aswa. Na yeda te asembia Ghana. I'm telling you by now, Ghanaians will be on the street.
Yep.
I don't know what has happened.
Yep.
But Felix,
You too.
3 SHS.
Yes, sir.
This is 2016. Students in all second cycle institutions in the northern region were sent home to pave way for the BEC and were asked not to return until their feeding grants are paid by the government.
Yep.
Some of the heads, on condition of anonymity, told City News that government's failure to reimburse the outstanding feeding grants for 3 terms. This is under John Mahama, Northern Region Secondary School. When 3 terms, they had to sit back home. The same person will be in a platform. Okay, check Ghana for the. It's a banana do all Ghana. Asante region could schools all more than 400 secondary schools. Central region for schools or an opa if you are big. Obiara na boko school or Ghana. When you from me, every week they have to call parents to send them money. When you are do, what party people what can one do? Now it is Ghanaians against NDC, not NPP. Osande, you knew a general na power what the other matter. You imagine na power or NPP. Our leadership, our the other matter. Obiara position or local. If you mana what they say one answer no on China na yen secure yen. Now of what relevance is your position when your party is in opposition? Yeah, every year, Mr.
They are joking.
Your leadership abanu obey what the party is made of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morrison, why are you why are you mean as we speak, cocoa farmers. The president has not paid them.
No.
He has not paid them.
No.
Teachers, the president has not paid them.
No.
But this same president, Onya Nije on an Afghan, Oridi Akushi, or catch the saying Yana Tassamasa Yebisa.
Yeah.
No cocoa farmer, Yen Tass, you may be so. Yen Tass, you may be so. But this in a war position, not the Massimia Banker, or Tassi, or Chim, what Tassi. Makasaka say you panados.
Yo.
You're not saying in a day.
Yes, sir.
MPP needs salvation. Now, you're what you're two. Yet to about party. Our party is in comatose stage. Party has suffered, and the party has not resurrected because Morocco do no Morocco do. Yeah, Mama can be in jail. And in the Japanese issue now, the base I feel energy. Let me tell you what the man is doing. He's preparing the minds of the people. In Japan, he will hurt the party.
Yep.
At the point we don't expect.
Yeah, Toma pushy doctor. Toma pushy doctor, man.
I preparing grounds. By 2027, then he will go and join the base.
Yep.
To hurt us because decision of what party they take, the union won't take that decision. No, no fee decision, no, the effect will be minimal. All the time, last minute 11. What teach a party no? Because the party has refused to take a political decision on him, and he will also play this ostrich game with them. Now, if I catch the on party to review, no better it one. About the beam the here. Abandon people we need leadership that can deal with this issue for us.
It's very, very troubling how we did all the beg I begging penny for say mama papa in Kennedy. We become in a me win then seminar about my for swam my feed to say Baumia has also fallen for it, and he's going to Kennedy, Japan to talk to Kennedy, Japan, say the party should be brought together for unity. When you gave him that opportunity, you tried to share you try to share the highlight. You tried to share the highlights with this guy. You tried to share the highlights with this guy when you got the glory. And he still came on your tour bus to cause more confusion on your tour bus. Then you sit down and you allow some crofo we are bim we are bibri, we are building a carrier keke. Any do mube dino, oh, Conan and Kokasa, oh, Kennedy is a senior brother, oh, Kennedy is the senior Naya, now me 2027. The Kennedy and Crawford started so Mokutia party now. Make sure be a baby nasa or Baba attack you. Make Danny and in the dear make demo MPP for Temuano, a best saying, Pato,
so what do you know?
Unyao fire. Unyao.
In politics, the reason why you come against them, know what you are, you'll be dismissed because Obia we mean it over say they don't turn away from that agenda. And on second chance, they will hurt you the more. Now, Dr. Baumia. Made my concern, dear, I'm from a intimate. Sananta Sanan Kofana, what to know, you want, dear, it's up to him. Me, the best here.
To be our culture in his mind. In his mind, you don't exist. Who can walk up?
Yes, sir.
The patron next person is Bob G, call for me. Yeah, Bob G, call. That's an mean too. No, because that time in India, time news says Marcus no yeah, sometimes not the but we are a little bit.
First of all, we check a team for routine. I'm not assuming you are friend Felix appear. Wow, on the say on your to break out the tree. You may dinner on your name, you may be also in
No man chance.
On SME. Now, on natural breastfeeding. What behavior?
True.
On SME. Now, on natural breastfeeding. Behavior on your person that I
okay.
On it then. Oh, there. In some if you walk on show you to Nano.
You can.
Oh, yeah, some young farmer upon the cocoa farmers one day.
I gave you my tablet and you were still crying. Okay, if you don't want it, stop it.